Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit. Oh, shit. I hope this doesn't alert every... it probably is. Is there anything I could stream about? Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I was messing around with stuff. I kind of don't want to stream. Whatever. I guess I'm hooked into it. I'll find something for us to talk about. I'll give you guys some music to listen to in the meantime. Oh man, I need to change titles and everything. Oh, whatever. Wait, no. I don't want to get DMCA'd. Hold on. Let's find something to listen to here. Give me DMCA free stuff. So I just want to be real with you guys for a second. I didn't really mean to go live. I was playing around in OBS. But since I've already done this, I figure we can look back on the Destiny stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So I think I think we'll look back on the Destiny Bob7 stuff and see what I got right and wrong about that, and then we'll just chill out. Maybe we'll play some video games or something. If Supreme or Fancy wants to play golf and they have like Xbox Game Pass, we could play golf together as well. Supreme and I were playing that last night and it was really fun. So, oh, Faster and Light. Yeah, we could do Faster and Light too. Anywho, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick and I'll come back and we'll jump into Bob7 stuff. See you in a bit. y'all doing? Is everybody feeling cozy? So we're gonna be having a bit of a cozy stream. Again, I didn't plan to be streaming right now. I was playing around with OBS and I was watching IRI. I was having a cozy evening myself, but now we're doing this. Fate has brought you to us. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it, sure. What's poppin', you sexy beast? Not much, dude, not much. Look at how much more hair I have now, dude. All of my sides have grown in too much. And now I just have like a full head of hair again. I need to move somewhere where barbers are cheap. Nice coat, thanks, dude. Should probably unzip it. Here, let's find something to do here. Oh my god, what a bad night I'm having. Now the guy that wanted to buy my motorcycle is texting me and he's like, hey, when's a good time tonight to come by and pick it up? When he didn't text me back all fucking day. God damn it. Like, motherfucker, why are you asking me at 8 p.m.? What the fuck? Looking cozy. Thanks. I'm feeling cozy, dude. This guy. Tomorrow I'm going out and doing something too, so I don't know when I'm going to be back home. Hold on. He's asking you when it's dark because he's a criminal. Well, as long as his dollars aren't fake, dude, I don't care if he's a criminal. I don't do a fucking background check when I'm selling a motorcycle. like Destiny and the KFC chicken argument, dude. I don't care how they spend their money or whatever. I'm not digging into what they, you know. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody have a link to the VOD of, oh man, I don't even know where we would start with this. I didn't plan this out. Here, let me DM Bob. And we'll find something else to do in the meantime, and I'll just keep the clickbait title. Where's Bob? Bob7. Hey, did you... There we go. So if he wants to talk, then I'm all ears. He said he wanted to talk, but I don't know if that was an on or off stream thing. Is the Bob7 stuff interesting at all? I think... Can I be honest with you, chat? So I have a mild fascination with events and drama where I think Destiny is making a mistake. Or when he's like not handling something super well, or when there are arguments that like aren't being levied against him. And the thing that sucks is every time that I see that stuff, there's also a little part of me that's like, I'm like friends with him and I don't want to like hurt him at all by like pointing things out that are wrong. But like at the same time, that's what he needs for his content. That's what he needs for like his channel, and it like personally benefits him. But in the moment, I really feel like he really doesn't like that. And I know that he wants that stuff, but he doesn't make it very comfortable to deliver it to him, and he's not like super receptive necessarily to it. And so like it's difficult to want to bring that to his attention. But this is one of those cases where I feel like at every single part of his dissection of Bob's thing, he just gave no credence to any of what Bob was saying, nor did he like try to understand it. And he's always trying to like push everything through this lens of like Bob is an obvious sexual deviant who's trying to manipulate all of these women at the exact same time. But that's just because Steven used to be a psychopath, right? And he's just like projecting that onto everybody that he reviews. He's pretending like everybody is a manipulative mastermind and they're all like a younger version of him. But that's like not really the case. Because even among like highly manipulative people or people with like destructive behaviors that they get in the habit of doing, they're not all like trying to do it all under like the banner of some singular purpose. And they're not all like schemers. Like, so, you know, even if we consider that this is a pattern of behavior you could see in other people and other people in his history, I still think he draws over the narrative of all of the drama that he's had in the past with a very broad brush. And I think he gets away with that because none of you viewers really challenge him on stuff. Like, it's very difficult to. Even in the one thing where I jumped on and I'm like, you're clear this is a threat, right? Like, it's, I would argue it's blackmail, but it is most certainly at the very least a threat, right? So like stuff like that, like, you know, it's cringe to not see anybody challenge him at all, because it's like, eek. If anybody wants to pick apart the narrative that you're spinning here, it's like so easy to do. I don't know why no one does. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? It's not blackmail, but it's a threat. Yeah, well, we could argue over blackmail. It's just I'm reasonable about my engaging with people in argument. Like, I have thresholds I arbitrarily set, and like I don't care if we argue over whether or not it's blackmail, as long as I can get you to agree it's a threat. If I can get you to agree it's a threat, I don't care to like argue pedantically over whether or not it's blackmail. I personally believe it is. You personally believe it's not. As long as we can agree it's a threat, like, I'm cool with that situation. I don't think a lot of other content creators ever talk about their internal machinations of their mind in this way. And so I kind of want to encourage that on the channel more, because that's how I think. Like, I arbitrarily try to figure out like, hey, I'm going into this, what are my best expectations? But at the same time, what is like my minimum threshold? And the minimum threshold is something that I'm okay with adjusting on the fly too. So like, if I get with the person I'm talking with them and it's clear that we're immediately going to meet that minimum threshold, I might like move it up. Like, okay, we're immediately on the same page about threat. So let's push more on blackmail. Let's see if we can fit the pieces in of blackmail, and we'll push it more than we normally would. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of that's like helpful to you guys, but it's not the way that I see other people talk about like how they process things. So maybe sharing my like internal thoughts about that is helpful. It is helpful? Okay. Do you think threatening someone is wrong inherently? No, but like that abstracts the argument like way huge, right? I don't care about having some giant philosophical argument about this stuff. I care about these two people, and that's it. Like, you know. And I think in that particular conversation, it's so clear that like I don't want to get distracted and bogged down in philosophical like, is it ever okay to threaten someone? Like, maybe that's not the conversation for right now. Just so, because like the whole problem is that problems with Destiny are not made clear, and he's not really like held to the fire on stuff. I don't feel like people like harass him and they repeat negative things about him that are kind of just like crazy. Like, like they're not really like anything that's helpful to know about him. Like, he likes incest, or he likes saying the N-word in private. Like, I don't think those are that big of a deal, but I think that there's obvious like patterns in all of his conversations you can point out that might be worth like pointing out. But I don't know. Yeah, they can't stand his words per minute. He's too damn fast. Nobody's talking about it, but he's so fast. It's unbelievable. That can't be allowed. It's really hard to finely tune the controls on YouTube, but I think that's a good audio mix. Oh yeah, huh? He's working on a document. I forgot about that. Maybe I should wait for that. Let's see. Okay. Sounds like Bob is just happy with what's out in public, so. It might be a copy pasta though, so I'm just gonna double check with him before we go into anything. Just to give him a fair shake of things, because when we talked in private, we talked about maybe going through that stuff. Is Destiny paying you to write the manifesto?
I love this.
No.
For mysterious reasons, I love this.
Bob definitely did pull the tiger's tail by by unloading all those documents. If I'm being honest, dude, if I had to cut through the bullshit and I had to like make an assumption, dude, like if I had to fill in every puzzle piece, even if I don't have enough evidence for it, here's what it would be, okay? So I think that Destiny saw this negativity with the Bob7 guy and all these girls, and he was like, oh, wonderful, this fits this narrative, this really awful like psychopath narrative, whatever. I don't like that this guy knows all this stuff about Melina and he's sharing that with other people, which is fair, right? Like that's a massive violation of her privacy and her trust. You know, and so once that opportunity presented itself, he started working on how to send enough of a big warning shot to this dude and maybe rustle his life up enough, but to not like push it so much as for Bob to recoil, right? And that's like what I think part of the vague thread about like, and it's just in his best interest not to take a shot back at me because there's so much more. And I'm not releasing it. I'll leave it up to the girls, but like there's so much more that's going on here, right? And he's like, I don't think he thought that Bob was going to release something back, but I thought it was pretty obvious that Bob was going to release something back. So when Bob releases his whole thing back, and what is it? Like, if you're looking from Destiny's perspective, it's just a giant leak of all your like nasty, like, you know, relationship stuff, basically. And it's more of what I personally think the main problem is, which is like violating Melina's trust. But like, that's not something that Destiny really focused on in his discussion with Bob. His tactic was to catch Bob in lies and stuff, but that's under the assumption that he's going to make a bunch of lies or that he's going to try to continue to defend lies or whatever. That's making a million assumptions. And I think that was a very narrow-minded strategy for that conversation.
I shall call
I think he
him
should have done something, you know, he should have been a bit more flexible there. Boze looks the worst out of all of them. Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying that. I don't really understand why, but I definitely felt that there were times where Bob presented Boze and her actions as very strange, and maybe it's because he picked up on Destiny acting the same way in hopes that they can just go on to Boze, but I don't know. I don't know. He's a neglectful partner, no doubt. Dr. K saw it instantly. Yikes, dude. Destiny did LSD today? Yikes. Interesting. Well, anywho, fuck, I'm getting distracted with you guys. Yeah, my main problem is the violation of people's privacy, but he wasn't really focused on that, so I can't pretend like that was his main, like, thing that he had a problem with. But honest to God, like privately, that probably is what the big problem is. Like he makes it a point to not disclose fights he's having with people. And as a part of that, I think he's in a weird situation to talk about this because he can never reference the fights themselves nor the positions that they had, really, because that would break that rule. That would be sharing publicly private feuds that he's having with Melina. And so he can't like share his half of like why he thinks he's justified in doing all these awful things. And for me, that makes that look even worse when he's having to go line. I'm surprised he did a line by line through the entire document like that, like as Destiny. I didn't think that was a smart move for him, because like none of that makes him look good. And him skimming over it in real time and writing off that behavior as okay was also really cringe for me. And I think that Bob's objective with sharing that stuff was to paint Destiny as like a very villainous dude behind the scenes, so that he would be justified when he makes the argument that he's trying to protect Boze, because Destiny doesn't look good in any of this. Like, he wants to build the picture enough to justify breaking Melina's trust to share that with Boze. I don't personally think any amount of that is worth that, because I think there were other actions you should have taken aside from warning Boze, like warning Melina or, warning the police or something else. But that's because my threshold is way higher. He would have to be doing some really fucked up stuff to like break her trust and whatever. I don't know. I think it's massively fucked up to like disclose all that shit to Boze, like for 101 reasons. Like A, Melina's trust. B, Steven was not a willing participant of that, and that's his information as well. C, Boze didn't ask for that. You just dumped that shit on her. What's she to do with that? Like, she's going to have to confirm that information. You're just like a rando that apparently knows all this stuff. Like, even if he disclosed that he had a relationship with Melina, like, that doesn't tell her what the extent of that is. And now that she knows you know all this stuff, it could change things in her mind. Like, this just fucks the brains of so many people, because he couldn't, like, keep that stuff, like, insular where it was meant to be. So, he has obvious problems. Anyhow, I don't know. Booksmarts Destiny constantly kept saying Bob7 kept discussing not just private info, but made up shit. Yeah. This made up shit is unnecessary. I wish it wasn't included in there, because he never really fights very well on the made ups. Like, I don't know. I have so many problems with this. Like, you don't need to include that last part to like continue the argument, and including that means you have to jump through so much more red tape with the person in a discussion that like I wouldn't jump to. I don't know. It like. Some parts of my problem with this is just like, that's not how I would handle drama, and I have to like stop myself, you know what I mean? So I guess that is what it is. So Destiny having to share any amount of extra personal details will always come across as shitting on Melina. No, like, he can't defend himself. Like, he can't offer the defenses that he used in an argument with Melina, because they would betray what Melina's arguments were, right? Like, he just has to say things that he said on stream before. And I could feel that as somebody who's been in a relationship, because I have like a similar thing where I'm so on sharing like arguments and stuff that we have. And that's like, you enter a weird territory when it's like, I'm having to talk about one half of this conversation, and he mentions this on stream. You're only seeing one half of an argument, and this is probably at the apex of her emotional stuff, when I've told her like fuck off or whatever, or you're autistic, or any of the other fucked up things that he said to her, right? And she's at like an emotional high, and she's giving one side of the argument, and we see that documented, but he can't jump in and like give more context insofar as like what his side of things was, because that's going to disclose a ton more. And instead he's like, I'm a dick, and this is the behavior that I engage in, and I understand that he has to take this third person perspective, and he can't give more context. So it's a very slippery situation that Bob has put him in, because it's like, are you going to talk like context wise about the arguments with Melina? No, you're not, because it's against like your ethics or whatever. Instead, you're going to have to talk about how this looks, and it doesn't look good. And he had to brush over like a lot of like what is like pretty yikers stuff. And with Melina, I was like, whatever, when I was watching it. But once he got to the conversation with that third party, with that other girl, it's like, no, you can't just pretend like that's not a threat, or that's not like super blackmaily what you're doing here. Like, it's okay if you skip over the Melina stuff, because I understand you can't include context and whatever. But with her in particular, like, don't downplay this kind of behavior. I wouldn't want my audience doing that kind of shit, or to think that that's normal or acceptable or okay. I wouldn't want my fellow creators to even think that's okay. it really ticked me off when in our conversation he was like, Booksmarts, we're from different worlds, buddy. And it's like, no, we're kind of a part of the same world now. Like, I see what happens behind the scenes. Yeah, you guys are fucking crazy. Like, half of you are like sociopathic in some way. Like, I get that. But that doesn't mean that it's okay for you to come at people like that, especially random fucking people. Like, and you're the same person that says you know that all your DMs might go like public or whatever. So like, be careful. I can't believe you're talking so threateningly to people. Like, that's not okay. Don't pretend like that's okay. Like, I'm not going to let you jump over that. That's so bad. I don't know. Like, that's why I had to be cringe and step in. Like, I don't know. That's unacceptable to me. I feel like we're friends, right? Like Steven and I to some degree. And I feel like as a friend, like I can't let you just like I don't know. I can't let you skip over that and let that be a clip and let that be a narrative, dude, because that's so bad. I don't know. He loves and respects you, dude. Thanks. I'm happy to hear that, but I understand it can get annoying. Please don't tell me Pokey is also a sociopath. I've not talked to her, but she might be, dude. Just got here. What's Bookfucker's thoughts? I mean, go to YouTube and watch the VOD. You can rewind it. That's what I tell people now. It's good you want to make your friends better people. Well, yeah. I also don't want him to get in a ton of trouble. Holy viewer count? Why? What's going on with the viewer count? Like I said, I randomly streamed. I didn't really mean to, so we're kind of here. Let's see what's going on. Massive legend, yeah. Thanks for the follows, guys. I've appreciated them. Why are you weirding me? Booksmart's making it big. What are you talking about? Oh, that is big. Hello, everybody. Was there a raid that I missed? Am I being an awful person right now? Let's see here. Let's scroll through here. I don't think there was a raid or anything, but drama sells, I see. Oh, because I have Bob7 in the title. I love that, dude. That's rad. You know, Bob said he was willing to talk with me, and then I DM'd him and asked him about it, and then I got kind of like a copy pasta to like, you know, go and look at his document instead. I don't feel like your document in your video helps you nearly as much as a conversation with me would, but maybe that's my ego talking. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it might be more helpful if I just ask you questions and stuff, dude. Because I watched the whole Destiny stream. I don't want to go through that shit again. It's boring. Vague post smarts. Ego growing. Yeah. Ego fucker 7. Yeah, maybe. Bro, toss Pokemon in the title too. Views will double poggers. Yeah, bro. I'll think about it. I can't believe Bob called you book fucker and then asked you for your help. You guys think that that's a disrespectful thing? I don't care about it too much. Like, quite honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because that's honestly like what viewers say. And when the viewers start saying that, the streamers will just start saying that. Oh, I hit that. I hit all of you viewers with the fucking ad break. If you don't want ads, you gotta fucking sub. And if you're on YouTube, you're like, what do you mean? So, damn. I love it, dude. With great responsibility comes, with great viewer count comes great responsibility. Bob's in chat books? Is he? He's in my DMs. He can just DM me. I released another. Oh, okay. Fucker. He's got another statement out. Okay. You want to DM it to me, Bob? Can you DM me a link? I'll check it out. Unless you posted in chat and I'm being a cringer. I don't have my chat open, so I'm a scuff streamer, dude. Is that the regular monster? Come on, dude. Go sugar free. You know what, dude? I live in the fucking land of the free and the home of the brave, dude. I'm getting fucking sucrose in my veins. Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, Bob, like I just said 2 seconds ago, I really think you benefit more from a Q&A than you do your prep stuff, like based on the level of your other prep stuff. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the optics guy. Bob should start a religion with the volume of text he's putting out. Yeah, should open a publishing house, dude. You should look at Bob's last VOD. Uh-oh, what'd you do, Bob? Let's see. What did you do in your last VOD, Bob? Your base trash. Why? Why are you guys telling him all these mean things? Just because he manipulated 7 women into his crazy sex cult. Is that the accusations that are being levied today? That he manipulated some women into a sex cult or something? Oh, only 7? Only 7? Okay. Did Destiny or Bob do that? I think they both did, and then they got mad at each other about it. I'm not really sure. I didn't think he was particularly bad in any of the DMs. I don't really think it showed some grand mastermind. I think it showed a dude who gets drunk and flirts with women all the time. But and judge that for what you will. Like, I don't know. It's just some horn dog dude. Oh, competing sex cults. This makes a lot more sense. Oh, true. They kind of started moving into the same niche. Oh, it's only 42 minutes. I like that. I like that. That's good and short, Bob. That's good. I appreciate it. Here, let's get it up on the big screen here. You look like your schnauzer should be much bigger. You look like you could have like a really big nose. No, it's a weird comment, but I just have to fill the space here. Like, I don't know. Looks like you could have a big nose. Maybe in a past life. I'm like realizing how weird that sounds. I'm just trying to keep the dead air away, dude. Okay. We don't need funky rhythm.
Hello? Hello? Yep, I'll give people a second to get in here.
I'm a Pepe poster? I most certainly am. Okay. Chop chop, Bob. Let's get to it, buddy. Start reading your script. I can't see it because I can't read that.
Wait 13 more minutes.
It's very, very tiny.
I still have 13 minutes, but that's just not going to be the case.
You gotta wait a little bit.
Why isn't Pepe enabled? I don't know, dude. Not my emote. Skip 5 minutes? Okay. Okay.
Fucking ugly, and like, oh my god, like, I'm pretty sure like he sent me, like he screen shared like your fucking news.
Unpublicly.
Like he's throwing you under the bus, like, oh my god, like he talks about you all the time. Oh my god, like this girl, he says you're fucking ugly, and like, oh my god, like I'm pretty sure like he sent me, like he screen shared like your fucking news and shit on this, and it's like all this crazy fucking shit, like what the fuck? And I'm like listening, like all these other backgrounds, like, oh my god, I was like watching a guy, his whole life be destroyed like in fucking real time. Because like all these girls started to realize that like Bob7 had been playing like all of these fucking people behind the scene. I was like, oh my god. And like holy shit, and to some extent I felt a little bit vindicated or good because I realized like now everybody knows he's a fuckboy piece of shit because he's been fucking with my life, hard fucking core for the past 2 months, okay, trying to throw people in my personal relationships. And yeah, that was the there's a lot more to this, and there are a lot more horrible stories related to this, and a lot more personal stuff, and also stuff that would be incredibly destructive to parts of Bob7's life that I don't even want to say what parts would be destructive to because they're so negative.
This is why I had to respond publicly.
I don't think you had to. If I'm going to be honest, I think that's like a Pepega level point, bruh. Like, okay, let's be real. You kind of didn't confront the timeline when you two argued, which I think really hurt your case. I think it hurt your case for 2 main reasons. One, you had fucked up the timeline in your recollection and in your reasoning behind why you're doing certain things. And number 2, I think clarifying a timeline could have helped you focus more in on what you should have been doing in that conversation. So like right here, I understand that him being vague about that, you're upset about it. But I want to know why. Because in the conversation that you two had with each other, it seemed like you were upset about that because you lost your job with Austin. I'm wondering, and this is why I think actually having like a talk with somebody who is not wanting to tear you apart, but is going to be fair and difficult with you,
form these
would like
opinions
be
yourself.
best for you.
You can't
but
cut to the chase. Drawing your own conclusions.
oh, an
is
IRI
the
raid.
chase.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Blue Wave. We're talking about Bob7. I know, boring drama, but if you haven't caught up, I'm not a big drama guy either, so you might enjoy my coverage of it because I just want to cut through it. I want to cut through it. I want to figure out what's going on, and then I want to offer my opinion on it. So what I'm saying right now with Bob is that I need to know like more specifics. Like if the main problem is the job, if I made it to where you kept your job through this entire thing, would you still feel the need to respond? Like, do you really care that he said something vague? Or was the problem that his vague thing had something to do with you losing your job and you're upset about losing your job? Because if that's the case, no, you didn't need to fucking release all these logs and betray everybody's trust and shit. No, bro, that's fucked. Like, but like that's where I'm at with it is was this down to whether or not you lost a job? Because if it's not, then I don't care about it, right? I think you're being dumb. But if it is down to the job thing, I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair. If this dude cost you your job because of some vague accusations, then yeah, that's worth like, responding about it. Because at that point you got fucked and you lost a bunch of money. But that's where I'm at with it.
Things that should be clear to the public at this point. Boze pressured Ophelia to come out with a story about me. I talked to Ophelia to apologize and resolve the discomfort. Ophelia took it back and made it clear she did not want to be part of this crusade against me. Boze used this recanted story to level a false sexual assault claim, is the phrasing she kept using over and over again. Sexual assault. Ophelia pleaded with Boze that she did not want to go public. And Boze...
Okay, hold on. We have to pause again. Context Andy here. Destiny was very clear in his talk with you that you should probably be talking to other parties you're upset with. Why was I talking about Austin? Because you should probably be talking with Austin and upset with Austin about you losing your job. Because I have a feeling that if I were, snapped into being God and I could see all the pieces, it probably more so has to do with Austin's decision than it does Destiny saying anything. And also here... fuck. What were we talking about here?
Claim is the phrasing she kept using over and over again.
Oh yeah, this is all about Boze. This is about what Boze is doing. Like, are you upset that Destiny threw a match on something and it all caught fire? Because if you try to debate him about throwing a match, you're not going to have a very fun time. I think what you have to do is you have to go to everything else that was Tinder. You have to go rebuild your relationship with Boze. You have to rebuild your relationship with the Zin whatever person. Like, you have so many individual problems here. I really don't think focusing all your energy on Destiny or on combating the claims against you is like the smartest thing to do, really. But that's my position on it. Most of the document is about Boze. Well, yeah, because Boze went nuclear after this apparently and like took a bunch of like harsh actions. But at the same time, Destiny would be able to predict with his sociopathy that Boze would do that. That's probably part of why he hyped them up behind the scenes about it. Like, and that's the other thing. He's not very willing to just jump on that grenade and say that I hype people up behind the scenes. You most definitely did when you met with these people and when you pointed out what was going on to them. You had to have. In much the same way that Bob, you had to have betrayed people's trust and you had to have been a scumbag to have shared all those private details about Melina and Destiny's relationship with Boze. There are things that need to be agreed upon, that need to just be admitted to even accept the facts of the case, right? Like, we need to admit that you broke trust, which, to be fair, I got you to do when we were talking, but you need to like really own up to that. In much the same way, he really needs to own up to the fact that he hyped these people behind the scenes and he was really dodgy on that. And it's like, just own up to it. That's what like brought them to the realization that this was going on, kind of, right? Like, you had a hand in that. Like, just admit to that, own up to that, because you are at least part of why Boze went nuclear here, right? Like,
yes,
I think that's
love
fair.
this. For mysterious reasons, I love this.
But at the same time, don't let that distract you from the fact that this is all because of Bob's actions. This is people confronted with the facts about what Bob's communications were privately with all these different people, and they got upset about it, right? Whether Destiny was there to steer them or not, they looked at all your shit, talked amongst themselves, and went, fuck this guy, right? So you can blame him all you want. He's definitely a part of that. But at the same time, you got in trouble for your actions in much the same way that, like, Steven got departnered, not just because people reported him, but he also got departnered because he said some shit that was fucked up, just objectively, right? Like, and both of these can be true, you guys. Like, these can occur at the same time. We need to accept that, you know. There's a lot of that going on here, but both of these people were hyped up and were like, we're not giving that kind of concession to each other. And Destiny the whole time wanted to prove that this dude's lying, and this dude the whole time is just trying to, like, focus on two things that he doesn't want to be labeled as, and he's not being very, like, transparent about what those two things are. And it's like, I don't know.
Sexual assault. Ophelia pleaded with Boze that she did not want to go public, and Boze said that she did not care. Boze then went forward with this Ophelia story to try to use against me and leaked her name. Boze then proceeded to victim blame Ophelia and also blamed her for me losing my job. Look at Boze do this.
So it's there for life. I'm not even gonna try to correct that law because I fucked up accidentally. I really didn't mean to leak it. Even though the girl did message me today and she was like, hey Boze, I just want to let you know, I want to stay. Hell, this is me. I'm gonna be a fucking bitch for a minute. This entire fucking like this. This girl messaged me today and said, hey Boze, just want to let you know that I don't want to be involved in the drama and I want you to leave my name out of it. I didn't intentionally leak your name, but you're not gonna work with Bob and throw me under the bus when you are the reason that he was let go. Actually, no. I take
Dang! Wait, hold up! You can't be given, like, an apology with this nasty bite to it. That's kind of fucked.
it's not you. It was your allegation of what he did, and you took it back. No, you're 100%.
Okay, this straight up should not be allowed.
Okay. Slow down the video? Fuck you guys. All right, whatever. Fine. I'll put it at 1.5.
Like, for her to pressure Ophelia into this story and then say that, again, you could read Ophelia's statement. She literally says that it was, he called me while drunk and made a sexual joke towards me, and that she said that it was between us. And that she literally begged with Boze not to come forward with it. And to give the context of the situation, I'll tell you what happened. Me and Ophelia hang out a lot. This was us in a 2-hour call, and yes, I said something inappropriate, and it made her uncomfortable. These are things that did happen. She was pressured and being lied to that I'm this awful person. Boze was going around these girls, and will show exactly why, telling them lies about me. And so Ophelia was like,
Wait. I'm here for Destiny. I don't give a fuck what Boze did. Privately, I like Boze. As a streamer or as a content creator person, Boze has been around the block. Boze is a fucking gangster. I wouldn't fuck around with Boze. Would I start drama with Boze? No, because I'm not a dumb fuck. You started drama with all these people. That's on you, sugar. I'm here to see I'm here about the Destiny and you conversation. I don't want to give 2 extra seconds of this Boze shit. Because A, I don't know about it. B, I'm pretty sure you pulled the tail on that lion, motherfucker. And you did it in private, and then all the lions figured out all at once that you were doing it, that you were yanking all their tails at the same time. That's on you. All I'm here for is you and Destiny, so I'm going to skip ahead here, quite frankly. How does that make sense? Well, think about it a little bit more. I'm sure it'll click for you.
Did you blackmail Zintani?
Not over anything related to you, no.
Did you blackmail Zintani?
Sure, but not over anything related to you.
But also, Zintani is a person that...
Sure. Okay, we got the sure. I'm happy that we at least have that, right? He admitted to that. That's the worst take you've ever had. The Boze shit is relevant, dude. I don't want to talk about Boze stuff, dude. That's not what I'm here for. This is like I'm seeing a different crime at the crime scene that I'm at. That's not my job, dude. I'm a detective on a different case. I'm going to turn a blind eye, dude. I didn't fucking see it. It's not my problem. You guys we are limited in scope. I cannot just be covering all the drama. You guys are out of your goddamn mind.
That you dug for information on, and also that this was a girl that was brought in. Okay, these are his actions.
How is what Destiny did blackmail? Don't ask me stupid fucking questions, bro. He said it himself that it was blackmail. Who cares? You're asking the wrong question.
The only reason the public cared about any of this was because of the vague allegations and the promise of a nuke if I chose to defend myself publicly, which, as we saw, Destiny didn't have shit. These were...
Okay, let's rewind a bit, because it seemed like we got back on Destiny somehow.
Very difficult.
Destiny underplayed the fact that he...
Wait. Someone. You're totally right. I think I need to watch the little bit of Boze, because I think that that's relevant here. All right, I retract my previous statement. We need to watch the bit about Boze.
For me losing my job. Look at Boze do this.
So it's there for life. I'm not even gonna try to correct that law because I fucked up accidentally. I really didn't mean to leak it. Even though the girl did message me today and she was like, hey, Boze, I just want to let you know, I want to stay out. Hell, this is me. I'm gonna be a fucking bitch.
Retracting Andy? Hey, it's better than looking like a dumb fuck and continuing to argue the same incorrect point for fucking 30 minutes, okay? I'll admit when I'm wrong. That's my brand. That's my brand.
Like this girl messaged me today and said, hey, Boze, just want to let you know that I don't want to be involved in the drama and I want you to leave my name out of it. I didn't intentionally leak your name, but you're not going to work with Bob and throw me under the bus when you are the reason that he was let go. Actually, no, I take it back. It's not you. It was your allegation of what he did, and you took it back. No, you're 100%.
Okay, this straight up should not be allowed. Like, for her to pressure Ophelia into this story and then say that, again, you could read Ophelia's statement. She literally says that it was, he called me while drunk and made a sexual joke towards me, and that she said that it was between us. And that she literally begged with Boze not to come forward with it. And to give the context of the situation, I'll tell you what happened. Me and Ophelia hang out a lot. This was us in a 2-hour call, and yes, I said something inappropriate, and it made her uncomfortable. These are things that did happen. She was pressured and being lied to that I'm this awful person. Boze was going around these girls and will show exactly why, telling them lies about me. And so Ophelia was like, oh, well, these are something they said to me. And then Boze tried to get her to come forward with this story. I defended myself, showing some of the lies that Boze told to me, and then she did this to Ophelia. Do you understand how fucked that is? And then to blame her, to pressure this girl into coming forward with a story, literally pleading with Boze, hey, please leave me out of this. What happened between me and Bob is between us. And then this is what she did, and then she victim blamed her.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I missed the key detail that I was listening for there. Can you guys guess what detail I'm looking for in Ophelia's statement? I'll give you a hint. I want to know if she talked to somebody before she gave us a statement. Because for me, as a detective, oh man, I should start a second stream called Drama Detective, where we just sniff out bullshit. Hold up.
With Boze, Ophelia. And then Boze tried to get girls and will show exactly comfortable. These are, I'll tell you what happened into this story, and then say that, again, you could read Ophelia's statement. She literally says that it was, he called me while drunk and made a sexual joke towards me, and that she...
Hold up. I gotta make this big screen, dude. I gotta zoom the fuck in and see if I could read this. Hi everyone. I didn't think I would have to make a Google Doc this early into the stream, but here it is. I hope you will read this entire thing, since I think I'm the only person who can tell my own side properly. I don't think I ever did anything wrong, and I have always stayed true to myself in this matter. On January the 14th, Big Boss Boze went live in regards to Bob7's response to the allegations made by Destiny on January the 4th of 2021, and during that stream, Boze leaked my name, and so I am now forced to talk about it, and will only address what is relevant to me as concisely as I can. Well, not very concise, but that's okay. On January 3rd, I was pulled into the infamous 10+ girls group call. Within that call, Boze alleged that Bob did various bad things. Due to the something narration that was being provided to me, I was curious and asked if he did any what? Fuck, dude, this fucking clicker thing.
He said that it was between us.
Okay, due to the narration, if he did anything sexual with any of the other girls, the reasoning was because around 2 weeks prior, Bob7 had called me while drunk and made sexual jokes towards me. All the girls that he had never done anything toward them, to my recollection. However, because I have no real dating, flirting, or relationship history, when the girls started telling me I was sexually harassed, I assumed this is the truth. Boze then went forward saying we had to report this and all of the other allegations. Ooh. But again, here's what I'm looking for here, folks. I'm looking to see if she talked with Bob7 before she talked to these other girls. You want to know why? Because when somebody throws the card onto the table of, hey, this other person's a manipulator, you have to pay attention to when they got to infect people with ideas. And I know that that's a shitty thing to have to consider, but you have to. I'm considering it with Destiny and with Boze and with Bob7. All these people are very influential over the other people, and all these people were trying to make a million things happen at the same time. And in the same way that when we talked about Fed and Pokey, I tried to keep that in mind, I'm trying to keep that in mind here as well. Like, did he talk to Ophelia before she wrote this? Can I get like a solid answer to that from anybody in chat, or do we not know? Boze infected her with ideas. I think that's fair to say. But I mean, it's charged rhetoric. Yes, she did, 100%. Okay, because if she talked to Bob, I don't know if I said Boze or Bob. If she talked to Bob before she came out with this statement, we have to take this with a big asterisk. I'm really sorry, but we really have to. I'm going to show you where that comes into play from my reasoning listening to it, but that's something you're going to want to consider here. I think he reached out to her. Yeah, okay. So keep that in mind here.
And to give the context of this situation,
because remember, listen for the narrative elements of what Bob says in the story. Bob and Destiny both make these claims that the other one is manipulating people behind the scenes. So, you know, when he's saying that the 10 girls group call and she didn't think that it was really sexually harassment, but all the other girls are telling her it, and so she felt like she just had to. This seems like a narrative that somebody could have put in her head. So I'm just trying to be really careful with that, because like, this is something that can easily be done to a person when they're surrounded by people and they didn't see it, but it can also be easily undone by somebody behind the scenes making them question it, right? And I don't know which group I would trust to give her advice more, the 10 girls group or this guy in private. And that's why I'm like, ooh, I don't know, especially when the allegations are against him, talking to her in private and being like, come on, you definitely didn't think that those were that at the time, right? Like, I checked with you like 10 times. And like I could see how you can manipulate or bully somebody back into thinking like, yeah, I guess it really wasn't that bad. Like, you're right. I didn't even think that until I talked to these other girls. And all these other girls like drama and their internet, you know, like, and then you can get them into like unwinding all that. So I'm just really careful about like what order of events happened. When did who talk to who? Like, I think it could be fair to say that the 10 girls in this group call influenced her into thinking that this was worse than it really was. And especially Boze pushing her to come forward with it, even though she's like recently come to this like conclusion and she should sit with it for a while. So that's like shady from Boze if that's the truth. But I mean, like, we also really want to keep in mind that he talked to her about that.
I'll tell you what happened. Me and Ophelia hang out.
You're obviously biased? What do you mean? Like, I don't know what you mean. I'm digging at Boze. I'm digging at him. I'm digging at the 10 girls. Like, I'm giving them all positives. I'm like being as balanced as I can be. Like, yeah, maybe it auto-corrected to obviously based from obviously based. Maybe that's what they meant to say. Let me continue reading this, though. I then later retracted my allegation due to my view on the situation changing and realizing to me right now, this is between Bob7 and I and nobody else. This is so difficult. When did she come to this realization, though? Was this after talking to Bob7, though? Because, again, this is like a line of reasoning I think can easily be placed in somebody's head. I don't know. Like... And I hate to be skeptical. Bob, here, okay, you can DM me at any point, dude, but like, I really think if I have to go through the actual evidence with my own reasoning, you're going to get roasted, my dude, because you don't prepare your stuff very well. And like, it's very difficult to write off a lot of the stuff that is levied against you, and it poisons the well with like interpreting what's going on. But this is another thing. Like, I don't know how much I can trust that.
Out a lot. This was us in a 2-hour call, and yes, I said something.
Okay, and then she says, from that, and this other part too, I did not enjoy having my allegations talked about even when I was not present. From then point on, nothing on my end really happened. I was kicked out from the girls' group chat call after that Oh shit, really? That's fucked up. From then point on, nothing on my end really happened. I was kicked out. Well, I mean, it depends on what she said to the girls. If she got in some falling out with Boze, I could see that happening, or anybody really. But that's not good. Boze is painting an incorrect image of me, highlighting points where I said that I would, quote, do what is best for my career, and, quote, see both sides and see the benefits of either side. The leaked screenshot was when I was still operating under the assumption that everything Boze had said in the call was fully correct. Oh shit. Is this implying that Boze said incorrect things? I do not know what the other conversations between her and I that she has leaked, but it is likely just the same exact things being shown here. I still do not think I did anything wrong. It has always been Destiny/Boze versus Bob7, and I think that expressing that I have to see which would be best for me is not something too wrong to judge. No. Why? Was there an accusation levied at her about a wording on something? Who wrote this doc? This is by Ophelia or something, I think. The names don't matter. In the chat, we'll fill you in probably on stuff like that. Sadly, at some points, it felt like I was heavily manipulated by both sides that yeah, dude, you, like, I'm sorry, Bob, but you shouldn't have talked to her. I don't know. Yeah, you're definitely getting yanked from both ends here. I don't doubt that. Ah, man, this poor person. That is also why I contemplated recording calls so I could review them with and that's the other thing is you feel like a fucking crazy person when you're a normal person who's like, hold up, people are like definitely pulling on me for gain here. And like, what do? Do I record conversations? Like, and then you start to feel like a crazy person. But yeah, I guess that's the kind of shit you got to do. You know, like.
Inappropriate. And it made her uncomfortable. These are things that did happen. She was pressured and being lied to that I'm this awful person. Boze was going around to these girls and will show exactly why, telling them lies about me. And so Ophelia was like, oh, well, these are something that he said to me. And then Boze tried to get her to come forward with this story. I defended myself, showing some of the lies that Boze told to me, and then she did this to Ophelia. Do you understand how fucked that is? And then to blame her? To pressure this girl into coming forward with a story, literally pleading with Boze, hey, please leave me out of this. What happened between me and Bob is between us. And then this is what she did, and then she victim blamed her.
Okay, but you gotta chill the fuck out, because if it was actually an accident, I mean, it was an accident. You're operating under the assumption that she only accidentally leaked it, and she actually really meant to. And like, I know that you're not directly saying that, but then it comes off in your tone when you get crazy, when you get all like angry. So just be careful. Like you don't have to stretch it. Like we don't know if that's the case or not. All I can say. Oh man, I couldn't read it, but there you go. That's the French voice we have for the bit stuff. If anything can affect you professionally, keep clear and extensive records. Yeah.
Okay. Other things that should be clear to the public at this point. Destiny went live with a cancel Bob stream/YouTube. Destiny made vague allegations about me with no real proof. Destiny referenced having a nuke, with no real proof. The public thought I was a predator afterwards, and were taking guesses at the awful things that the nuke could be. This behavior should not be tolerated. This caused great harm to all aspects of his life. And now look at him trying to make this claim.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the, man. It's criticism time, baby.
Behavior should not be
Let's go back. All right. How do I approach this with you, Bobby baby? Let me think here. How should I approach this with you? There's a bit of a two-part thing going on here, buddy. So here's the thing. Destiny went live with a canceled Bob stream. That's fine. You deserve that. You did some awful shit, motherfucker. So let's cross that off the motherfucking list. It's okay that he did a stream, okay? So let's just go ahead and cross that off. Okay, because you did some awful shit. It involved him. You were leaking details about his personal relationship. You betrayed the trust of his fiance. No, you fucked up, motherfucker. You deserved a stream. Let's be clear there. So let's axe that one right off the fucking list just real quick, okay? That's fine. The stream is fine, okay? Let's move down one more item, though. Destiny made vague allegations about me with no real proof. This is true. He did make some vague allegations, some of which he didn't have real proof for. Some of which he wasn't willing to provide the proof, right? Like certain names about who was there, or who in particular had levied what claims in regards to sexual stuff that was unwanted, right? He kept some parts of that stuff vague. And even if he had proof, he wasn't going to release all of the proof, okay? So I can give that one to you. But, and here's the second part of what the fucking problem is you losing your job, which is what is implied in cause great harm to all aspects of my life, because your thing with these bitches, dude, that's on you, because you're being creepy. You're being weird with people in DMs, and you are being really like abusive with people in the way that you're handling them, okay? And that's evidence solely in the way that you betrayed Melina's trust, okay? That's all I need to make that determination, and you admit to that, so we can just knock that the fuck out. You were bad with these people. That coming out and them making determinations as to whether or not they want to continue to engage with you is not Destiny's fault. I'm not going to let you say that that's like a negative a point that you can attribute to him as if that's like some undue burden unto you. Like, no, somebody just, opened and exposed to daylight some fucked up stuff that you were doing, and those people made a determination on their own individually as to what they were going to do. And if you wanted to get back in the DMs with them and try to manipulate them back into liking you, then there you go. That's fine. You can do that. It sounds like you were successful in at least one instance, but like, keep in mind that like I don't give a ton of credence to that, like that harm of the aspect of your life. And so I think that really leaves your career, which is why I keep focusing on that. Your career is what I think you should focus on in your arguments, is the damage to your career. But the damage to your career was not by the vague allegations, really. It may have been due to this nuke. It may have been to the Predator thing. It may have been partially because of the discussion around the Predator thing, which made it more popular. But how did that end up leading to you getting fired? Was it that Austin saw that and he went, yikes, too much heat, you're gone? Or was it that Austin saw it, somebody else came to him with more info, and he was like, so-and-so came up to me and I have all the details. You're fucking done, dude. I can't keep you. Like, a lot of stuff depends on why Austin fired him. And I don't know if he's talking about that, but like, we need to know that, because if it's not because of the threads about him, if it's not because of all the people calling him a predator, if it's not because of like the idea of the existence of a nuke, then you can't really attribute it to what Destiny did. And then like, it just becomes that like, I feel like it's more of like a natural event that all these people eventually came together and like figured out all this shit about him. I don't know if you can put a ton of that on Steven. Like, I don't know if you can hold him like morally culpable or whatever for all that shit, even if like him engaging with it did guide the way it went. I don't know. Don't call. Pick up the phone. Call him. Hello, Moshi Moshi. Ooh. Oh, shit. Bob7 wants to call you? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that I don't leak our DMs. Let me take out the jacket for this one, though. I bet it's going to get heated. All right, Bob, I'm going to lay down some ground rules, though, motherfucker. You start yelling, and I have to mute you, or I have to turn you down. So just don't start freaking out. That's the only thing. Let's keep it cool, dude. Just keep it cool. Don't start yelling. If I ask a question, please just answer my question. That's it. It's very basic. It's not a debate. He's just, I don't know what he wants to talk about. Let's see. Oh, he's already in a call. Okay, let's jump in. There we go.
Hello.
Hey there.
Okay. First question. Did you read like the document I put out? I mean, it's a lot, obviously.
Not all of it, no.
Okay. That makes sense. I just want to say that what I showed to Ophelia was parts of a recording of a 3-hour conversation. And that is going to be a very important part of this document. I don't know if you want to skip to it and then go back to where you're going to, but Boze literally lied to these girls about me, and that will become very evident. Okay?
Okay, but I'm not interested in the beef with Boze, though. Can we resolve this stuff with Steven just so that I can get that like done in my conscience?
Yeah, I mean, he's literally backing Boze while acknowledging that he has recordings of the same exact video. So he's backing things that he knows are lies.
Book fucker.
So yes, it matters a lot. And I have evidence of that in there too. So that's what you're going to go through in the doc is Destiny acknowledging that he also has access to the recording where Boze is lying. And it's very clear that she's lying.
Did he know at the time that she was lying?
Again, there's going to be evidence in this document of Destiny not only saying that he has watched and has this recording, but he also says that he has timestamped it. And he accuses me of telling insane lies.
But like I said, you gotta answer questions. So like, did he know at the time that she was telling lies, or?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, he has the recording. He went and timestamped it. Like, yes, he knows that the lies that are being told. Yes.
No, he knows that things are being told. I'm asking, did he know they were lies, or did he have reason to believe that that was the truth?
They're very clearly lies.
Why are they very clearly lies?
Just again, you're gonna get to the audio clip. I could describe it, but you could just
come on,
no,
bro.
Okay,
you can give me some cliff notes.
Okay. I mean, there's some of the lies. This one you could hear that it's a lie just from listening. There's other lies in this video that I could back up with logs as well. The reason I haven't come out with this is because I'm trying to respect all those privacy of all those girls that got dragged into it that did not deserve to be into it. Okay, so even in the audio clip that I released, I bleeped out the girl's name in question every single time. Again, I just want to make it very clear that if anybody tries to say that, you know, oh, I just clipped this one thing, they do not want to release this entire recording because everything falls apart. I will say confidently right now that if it came down to it, if I released this whole recording, it would be very clear and I could back up with logs all the lies that are being told. And Destiny is very aware that they are lies. So
and
I just wanted to give you that.
How? That's the big question, bro. That's what I'm asking you. What's the cliff notes on how he knew that that information was not correct?
We want to. I'll get back in a call with you after we talk about it. Is that fine? After you watch it?
Yeah,
because
maybe.
Again, you said that I'm pretty manipulative, so I don't want to poison your mind. You know, I want you to hear it for yourself.
I don't think you're at a high enough level for me not to see through it, but like, because like that is the key thing is like, do you see how like if he was just taking it at face value and he believed it at the time, that's very different.
In
than
the audio
knowing.
clip, Boze literally admits to lying and then backtracks it.
She admits
that is
okay.
Yes.
All right, then I guess we'll get to it. Do you have the audio or transcripts or whatever in this video, or is that coming out at a later date?
I describe what happens in it, and then there's the audio. Again, if it comes down to it, I can go through that 3-hour recording and redact all the people's names and just release it if it came down to that. But again, like what they have to make me look bad in it is literally just, as you know, people would say high school drama shit. Like it's like, oh, Bob, you called this girl ugly. It'd be like, yeah, I called this girl ugly. But the problem is they launched some insane lies in there, and they're obviously lies. And I could back this up with logs. But that's short story.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Then I'll look through this.
Yeah, that's why I know that you're pausing and you're talking, but you're lacking a lot of context. Because again, I would say maybe 5 people in existence actually read through all the logs. Probably.
That's partially on you, bro. You put out a 39-page thing.
But also think about that. Like not many people could dump 250 plus logs like that. I ain't a weirdo. I mean,
yeah, you are. You talk to people a lot in Discord. That's fucking nuts that you're talking like that all the time.
With Boze, which is someone that, I mean, when we have 8,000 messages, you have to realize that she also has 8,000 messages with me. Like this isn't one-sided.
Yeah, but you have 8,000 times like 10 people or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I think for a lot of these people, you're like one of the main people that they're talking to, because most people don't have a ton of people they're chatting with all the time. I don't.
Yeah, think. No, I've never spent as much time as I spent with someone like Boze. I spent a lot of time with Boze, and I don't know. It's coronavirus. I'm in my parents' house. Like I've been in this room for 16 hours a day, so that's been my life. So I'm at my computer all the time. So when people message me, I reply, and I like talking to people. So then I do.
And like something that I try to point out to people to at least be in your favor a little bit is they're like, why is he in DMs with all these people? It's like, do you guys forget that part of this is he's complaining about losing his job, and his job was literally to talk to all these people and be connected.
This framing just like isn't even true because again, like I talked to Boze and Melina, like these were my 2 close friends. Like I was not really as close to anyone besides that. So.
Can you level with me on sharing the private stuff? Like, did you really think that, like, was there any hesitation when you did that? Like, were you like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't share this with Boze? Or like, was that an immediate share?
I mean, literally, I'm talking about stuff that Destiny also just says publicly. Like, he's just not kidding when he talks about his behavior on stream. You even see in this document that he just admits to being an abusive partner. Like, again, what am I going to tell these girls that he doesn't talk about on stream? Like he's very open, and Melina even said on stream today, like, "Oh yeah, you know, Steve's a bad person," but he says that publicly. And also, you're going to see him also in this document just contradict his main point about the shit talking thing.
Book fucker.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll check it out.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. So yeah, I just
just want you to stay tuned. There's a lot of good stuff.
Will do. I'll check
All
back
right.
in a bit.
All right, see you, man.
See ya. I know you guys. He's not very good at answering questions, but that's not my fault. I literally pointed it out. Okay. We're gonna keep watching here.
Tolerated. This caused
whoops.
great harm to all aspects.
You guys got to see what's going on. Hold on. Throw an ad. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah, if you don't want ads, subscribe. I put out good fucking shit. I spend a lot of time. I try to be based. I try not to give in to the hype. So I'm about to throw you guys an ad. If you do the Prime thing, refresh the page and you'll be good to go. Poof. Bam.
What the fuck? Sam, what is this?
Thanks for the subs. All right, let's get this ball rolling before those motherfuckers come back.
Aspects of his life. And now look at him. Look at him trying to make this claim. These allegations caused me to lose my job, lose all of my respect in the community, and even harmed...
Look at all those subs. Good God.
Oh, and then real quick, my goal is to like cancel Bob. I just don't want to fuck
God.
off. I don't care like what else he does for jobs or any other thing.
My goal wasn't to cancel Bob. This is what he says when this
Dead
is his
book fucker.
YouTube thumbnail. And don't let him be like, oh, well,
Oh, but that's his editor, though.
no, that's my editor doing that. He is...
All right, I agree with you on this one, Bob. I'm with you on that one, dude. I don't think that's a very
Dead
good
book fucker.
excuse. I'm happy to see this make it into part 2.
is responsible for the content that he puts out. He can't say that he didn't want to cancel me and then fucking this is the thumbnail. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, he's responsible for his editor putting this out. Literally, he made vague allegations about me. Now listen, he went out there and made these vague allegations and threatened a nuke. And as I said before, these were the things that people were concerned about. Listen to Destiny himself describe his nukes.
Here comes the video. You said you have nukes. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest with you about the nukes. I don't think I'm probably not because it's personal stuff from a long time ago involving him.
Bruh. How deep does he get into explaining it?
It feels so bad. Maybe I'll get mad enough when I watch the videos that I'll read through it. But honestly, it has nothing to do with anything. That's even the problem.
Destiny literally has nothing. This was a scare tactic. When you say that you have a nuke that could ruin someone's life, people make
But it's not a scare tactic. Like, maybe it's a scare tactic in the extent, but wasn't this the sexual harassment claim against that girl that you were cuddling with? Isn't that what this is? So, I mean, he had that, but that was probably privileged information that he knew that person didn't want to share. So I think the bluff is not that didn't exist, but the bluff is that Steven couldn't make that public. And if Steven made that public, he would be just as bad as Bob sharing Melina's private information.
Rudeness. And it feels like I have a
Like,
much better
I
chance
think
of making
that's
that
like-
work by shutting up than by
Like, is that
speaking.
fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair, true. Because that's what I'm thinking is like, it's not really a bluff. He had it. It's just like Russia saying they're going to nuke us. And it's like, yikes. Well, I can't actually destroy the world, but I can threaten you with it. And I do have the nukes. Like, I think that's what it was.
really bad assumptions. Destiny, let's just say, here's some of
And like I said before, but I didn't complete the point, like that would make him just as bad as Bob because he would be sharing private stuff he knew that somebody didn't want to have shared.
things that he admitted to that nobody's really paying attention to. He underplayed the fact that he admitted to being an abusive partner.
But if Melina starts crying, we're having an argument. I'll say, like, listen, I'm gonna go play fucking Minecraft. Like, come talk to me when you're done crying. Because I can't sit here and listen to you cry. I'm wasting the few fucking minutes of free time I have in the day. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you cry. Dude. Like, I'm a really rough person to be in a relationship with.
I cannot believe that you went through and clipped all this. Oh, man. You know, at the very beginning of this stream, I talked about how part of the reason why I went on Destiny's to, like, at least get him to admit that that was a threat, if not blackmail, was because he was hyping up that cult-like DGG following that entire time. He was not admitting fault on any of these things, really. He was so passive about it. And I knew if anybody went through and clipped all of these, he'd look like a fucking crazy person to anybody who doesn't know him because they're not good at all. And he's very passive about dismissing them. Like, if I were him, I would have reviewed this document before going over it on stream and skip past all this stuff that's just like leaks of his personal life. Because if he's not even going to argue about it, he's just going to say he's awful. He may as well just like not talk about those parts.
Mini-me.
Like that's my opinion, but I get that he wants to do the whole thing or whatever. He doesn't want to review beforehand. That's kind of on him.
Okay, so anybody that survives a relationship with me for more than like 6 months, okay, props to that person because they're going through some severe fucking psychological abuse. All right, it's a fucking hard thing.
I shall call him.
I'm not joking.
Why couldn't you just admit to Anna Frills then that this was the case? Because you're literally saying what Anna Frills was thinking, which is that you're kind of like emotionally abusive in a relation. Oh man. Am I really going to give a pro Anna Frills take right now?
You have to form these opinions yourself.
I'm very, very
you can't cut to the chase.
Destiny,
Drawing your own
fact
conclusions
that he
is the
someone.
chase.
Full truths.
You're the one that's doing. No, Bob. You're the one that's done. Hold on, fuck. Okay, we have to bring this to a close. I'm getting too tired of responding because you like run around in circles. You're the one that's done half truths over and over and over again, right? So to be clear, some very clear half truths you did. You tried to say that I
To be fair, you do run around in circles, motherfucker. You do be running. That is true.
blackmailed Tiny. That's not true. You tried to say that I reached out to ask a super information. That's not true. And now you tried to say that you want shit talking.
Are you really trying to say that you? Are you really trying to say you didn't blackmail Tiny? Are you really willing to take?
Not over anything related to you. No.
He's so slimy here. I don't know. Did he? Okay, in hindsight, has he talked at all about how this went for him? Did he think this was good? I felt this was like maybe 40% of the way towards the Demon Mama level performance from him. It was really not good.
Okay, so
you have to form these opinions yourself.
Oh man, he doesn't even build on that.
Drawing
I
your
thought
own
that would be.
conclusions is the chase.
I thought that would be a bad pause. I don't know.
Did you blackmail Zintani?
Sure, but not over anything related to you.
Oh my god. It's not good.
But
not
also,
good.
Zintani is a person that you dug for
I
information
shall call
on,
him
and also that this was a girl that was brought in.
Mini-Me.
Hey, FYI,
laugh.
if you're ever in the DMs with me and I'm blackmailing you, just tell me straight up that you think I'm threatening you so that I don't have to go through this later. Just tell me you feel threatened. Holy shit, because I don't want to have to be put on the spot like this.
What is that?
All those femboys I'm in the DMs with, now is the time to me too me, okay? So if I fucked up, I just want all you motherfuckers to line up at the same time so I don't have to handle it over and over and over, okay? So just have your 10-person group and just roast me all at once so I could do a 39-page document.
Okay, these are his actions. The only reason the public cared about any of this was because of the vague allegations and the promise of a nuke if I chose to defend myself publicly, which, as we saw, Destiny didn't have shit. These were vague allegations that were very harmful. And do you actually...
Okay, we have to push back on this. It's not that he didn't have shit. It's that the shit that he had, he technically couldn't talk about, but yet we did. I don't remember at what point in the conversation it got out that you were grabbing butts when you were meant to be having a friendly friend-on-friend cuddle, but that's what the accusation is, right? Like, that's what we're trying to bounce around. That's not an empty thing. That's something that person said happened.
You want to hear why they're so harmful? Because Destiny has a pretty good argument that he made like 2 to 3 days ago, which is after the fact he tried to cancel me. He's going to make a really good argument and describe exactly how harmful this is. You guys ready? You're going to hear from his mouth.
Out. The people are not going to want to come out. Good. If there are people that want to share fake accusations or people that want to try to destroy people's lives over nothing, yeah, you probably should keep that to yourself. If you're uncomfortable because you just don't like somebody after engaging in consensual flirting with them for fucking hours and hours or days or weeks or whatever afterwards, then yeah, what the fuck?
Based.
Like, why the fuck would you go public with something like that? Like, this is damaging on 2 ends. Is that one?
Yes, I love this. For mysterious reasons, I love this.
You are like damaging the person that you're accusing, obviously, which is fucked up. But then 2, and I hate to repeat the meme, you are unironically like doing a massive like disservice to everybody that actually comes out with these types of accusations. Like, because now because it sucks that like
when Boze lies later, this is going to be real awkward.
Come out with accusations, these types of things.
I like that Bob did the call before we finished the thing, even though he was just calling me to tell me to finish the thing technically. Because now we have some foresight, right? One thing we love on this channel is being able to have hindsight. Now we have hindsight. Priming? Oh no, dude, he tricked me! He got me, dude. I was manipulated. He fucking primed me, dude. I didn't even see it happening. Good catch, chat. Let me erase that from my brain real quick.
You have to form these opinions yourself. You can't cut to the chase. Drawing your own conclusions is the chase.
Someone's typing in chat, why were you fired? Austin has made it very clear with everybody on the team that he has a no drama policy, and I'm involved in a lot.
Oh, it didn't even matter what you said. Oh, then why are you starting drama in the DMs, you dumb fuck? Why would you share all that private shit? Oh, man. Oh, that's not good. That's also probably why all these ladies in the background know they're not allowed to say anything. Interesting. Well,
Yes, I love this. For mysterious reasons,
that's a
love
major answer that I finally have to questions that I've posed. So now we know why Austin fired. Austin has a no drama policy. Interesting. Well, that's pretty fucking rough. That lets him just cut the chain with anybody for anything then, basically. Like, oh man. Austin is smart. Austin's a fucking shark, dude. What do you mean? That's fucking nuts. To have a no drama policy when you're working with internet people? That's basically like an at-will employment policy. That's like, all right, I could just fire you whenever the fuck I want. Let's just make sure that's clear. That's basically what that is, dude. Damn, that's fucking rough. Like what, oh man, there's so many things like up with that, but I'm just going to keep going.
A lot of fucking drama. This is not super.
Again, when we're on drama patrol, bro, when we're investigating, we're on a hunt. We're just, thanks, Fancy Sloth. I like that, dude. We're just trying to zoom in on what we need to do. If I see another body in the corner of the room, it's not my job, dude. Not my job, not my case.
One of Destiny's biggest complaints about me was that I was shit talking him, which he literally sort of just contradicts here about this is like his main complaint. And you ready to see again like how he describes this?
But like the reason why I typically don't care about who my partners talk to, the reason why I don't usually care about like open relationships, all that, is I figure that like if somebody like shit talking me to you is going to turn you against me, that relationship's never gonna work out. I don't give a fuck.
That
I can
book
find someone else. I don't
fucker.
care. Or like if you fuck somebody else and then you want to go like leave me for them, like I can find somebody else. Fuck that. I don't care. Like fuck it. Like that's just typically my thought process. So I'm never gonna tell somebody like, hey, like don't talk to them or whatever. Like I usually don't care that much.
Okay. Other accusations. I got accused of
Wait, why would he play that? What was the point of that? I forgot.
leaving out important information out of the document. I literally acknowledge why I'm leaving out the things that I'm leaving.
Oh, he says not super important, but yeah, you're the man of including not super important details, dude. No offense, but if you ever want the Book Smarts consulting, dude, it's only $25 an hour, and we could go through this and make sure that you don't waste people's time, because that's one thing. Regardless of what you think about the drama, your shit was too fucking long, motherfucker. You gotta shorten it up. You gotta make it concise.
Boze went around lying about me
No
to
matter
other girls.
what.
As I said, defending myself against these lies is not hard, but in doing so, I'm involving more people in drama that they have no business being in. Leaving others out of this is something that I've taken great care with. Destiny and Boze have not. So Destiny released this image today, where he says, the first one was Bob screen capping girl X, name redacted, and Melina's nudes, and sharing them with Boze, which he'll admit to because he already did on recording. Another was sexually harassing Zintani, grabbing her ass while accidentally cuddling in bed with her.
Oh, that's where I heard it from. Okay. I almost think, though, that you cutting this out and putting it in front of everybody showed it to more people than otherwise would have seen it in the chat, though, if I'm being honest. But that's just my conspiracy theory thing.
Multiple times, and then stealing a girl from a friend he knew he had a crush on twice after the friend asked him not to both times. The first situation being described was on a group call where Melina shared quite a few nudes, and the redacted girl shared one. I did not save or share any photos from this conversation. The accusation of me screen sharing the nude is coming from Boze. This is something that did not happen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I really hope this doesn't go south for Boze. I like Boze. I want to keep hanging out with Boze. I wouldn't cancel Boze, probably. I mean, it depends on what comes out here, but I don't want Boze to cancel me. Let's stay friends, Boze. Whatever happens here, dude.
Fucker.
I don't know what's coming up, but let's...
I have never shared a private nude in my life. He claims that he has me admitting this. That doesn't exist. He is making a strong claim there that he has evidence of me admitting to it. That does not.
Yeah, but his evidence could be hearsay, motherfucker. Like, this is the problem, is you start dipping into not being truthful when you say shit like, he said he had a nuke and he didn't have anything. Well, no, he did have something, but there were restrictions on saying it, you know? Or this, like, you're really lumping together the Zintania thing with this screenshot thing. And the screenshot thing, I'm going to assume, is the cancerous fake thing that Boze will say, but that doesn't change the fact of the Zintania comment, which you seem to, like, really get fired up about, but it doesn't seem like you have a good refutation about what happened aside from, like, well, I've gotten her to say that she didn't have a problem with it. Like, okay, but the problem here is that you talk to these girls and you get them to think certain ways about the interactions they had with you, but then they think completely different when they're around other women that are like sharing experiences, and that's really problematic. But anywho, like, you know, you can't couple these two things together and pretend like they're the same bit of you know, nuke. They're separate warheads, right? And we got to treat them as such. And at least one of them is true. And so when you say stuff like this, I have to point it out and I have to stop you because it's just not truthful.
Exist. The second nude claim, which he left unplayed from the call with Melina, Boze, P2, Destiny, Austin, and I, took place on the 3rd. Both them and I have acknowledged publicly having a recording of this call. Not only has Destiny seen this video, but also timestamped it. Remember that he defended Boze, having seen this entire recording. He defends...
Okay, I'm going to put that down on my notepad. All right, remember, he defends Boze during this. Because if Boze is like literally saying that, I've heard from so-and-so that he does this and he does that and whatever, and he's like, okay, well, if he did that, then that's really bad. I'm not going to have a problem with it, right? Because he's just believing what the people are telling him, right? But if it's like, so I believe in this thing and I heard that it happened, it probably didn't, but that's some spicy drama. If that happens, that he's like, yeah, I like that, that's right, then that's problematic, right? But there's a lot of in between there. And so like, just because she says some shit that's not correct does not mean that he was aware it wasn't correct and he was aware of how it was going to be used. We really have to prove that he knew it wasn't correct in this clip. And if that happens, then kudos. But
Boze and talks about how she is a good person. He claims that I told insane lies. Well, there is no evidence of this. He has the recording and he knows this.
I remember Destiny being super cautious not to speak for Boze. Yeah, because I know that he knows stuff is getting funky with Boze. He's obviously aware of that. And that's why I don't want to get into the Boze stuff, because I have a sneaking suspicion that there's nonsense going on there. But that's just because I see that he's frightened and he's somebody who knows how to work the drama machine.
I have this like on an audio recording. I have like the timestamps even saved. But like,
at Destiny, is this true? How are you adding Destiny? Is he in the chat?
like this is like the level of like insane fucking lies. So like that was one of the new accusations. Yeah, but like this is like the level of like I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. You have to.
He is? Lol. All right, bro. What are you saying? Because I can't see your shit. I don't have my chat open. Unless you want to DM me,
drop
dude.
the calls? Drop the audio logs?
At Obama. Obama's in here? Trump's in here?
Realizing that he can't
I
drop
shall
the
call
logs because
him
it literally would just demolish everything.
Mini.
Hold on. I want to be fair to Bob here and listen to
That
it.
was one of the new accusations. Yeah, but like this is like the level of like I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. You have to drop the calls, drop the audio logs.
He pauses, realizing that he can't drop the whole fucking logs
I
because
shall
it
call
literally would
him
just demolish everything. Okay. In the audio clip below, Boze sent her an already public nude photo. At first, she searched for the photo herself, but then she asked me to post it and delete the photo. In the clip, I push her on this fact that she asked for it, and she admits to this and then backtracks. Boze then also admits in this clip that she went to the girl and told her, Bob sent me your nudes. She failed to tell this girl anything else about the situation. This is a perfect example of Boze twisting the truth to try to...
Oh shit, hold on, wait, what? Let me read this. This is funky. In the audio clip below, Boze accused me of sending her an already public nude photo. Okay, wait, hold on. At first she searched for the photo herself, but then asked me to post and delete the photo. Well, if we want to look at this a certain way, Boze, that doesn't look good at all. That's the truth. But this is where things get poisoned the moment we say that somebody's being manipulative or they want to start drama. All of a sudden, you can look at things with a different lens. But okay, let's continue. In the clip, I push her on the fact that she asked for it. She admits to this and then backtracks. Huh. Boze then also admits in this clip that she went to this girl and told her, Bob sent me your nudes. Technically correct, though. Technically correct. Wait, well, we can't say she's a liar, right? She failed to tell the girl anything else about this situation. Well, you know, is omission lying? I don't know. This is a perfect example of Boze twisting the truth to try to convince girls that I'm an awful person. Well, to be fair, you kind of, you know, yanked on the lion's tail, as we talked about before, but you know, this is what happens. You get bit, you get fucking mauled. These are the types of lies Boze was telling when she is rounding up girls I'm friends with and telling them not to talk to me, so I wouldn't even have had a chance to defend myself.
To convince the girls that I'm an awful person. These are the type of the lies that Boze was telling when...
Yeah, but isn't that weird though? That she asked you for their nudes and you gave them their nudes. Like, are we not going to talk like normal people talk? How that's still kind of weird though? Like Like if Wicked Supreme had like low-key nudes that were out floating in the world and somebody was like, yo, you got those Wicked Supreme nudes? I don't know if I would like readily just send them to them if it was like a friend of mine. I don't know. Like this is weird, but I mean they're BFFs, so you know, they share everything. Who knows?
When she was rounding up the girls that I'm friends with and telling them not to talk to me so that I wouldn't even have a chance to defend myself.
Public nudes.
Bookfucker.
It doesn't matter if they're public nudes. I'm not hopping on Pornhub for you and finding you a link. That's fucking weird. I mean, I don't know what your guys' conversations with your friends are like in private, but I'm not doing that kind of shit, bro. That's weird.
Again, I
Public yet couldn't be found. Well, Boze, if we assume that Boze is being bad faith here, she's like, oh, I can't find it. Could you find me that nude and send it to me and then delete it real quick, right? Like, that's what he's assuming. That's what he's implying that Boze is doing here. So don't focus on the not being able to find it in public, because the implication here is that she could have, but what she wanted was him to send it and then delete it and then stir up drama, right? So you're losing track of the scent. That's what he means to, that's what he wants to get across with what he's saying here.
I like the whole, I could go through that whole recording that this is from and redact all the names if I need to. I have no problem with that. I've been trying to keep as many people as possible. And again, you're going to hear in this clip that I redacted the names. So listen closely.
There's a lot of beeps in here.
Assuming they're Melina's, Melina has said they were never public. Okay, well, I don't know who's there.
Yes. Okay, listen closely, okay? This is Boze, and this is Destiny. He has seen this. Remember, Destiny has seen this. And he trusts Boze. And he's supporting Boze, despite what she did to Ophelia. You guys ready? You guys ready for the fucking lies that are being told?
Okay, hurry up.
That you sent me her nudes.
This is a dishonest framing of this.
I'm sorry?
This is a dishonest framing of this.
What? Okay, and remember, you deleted the photo, but you didn't delete the text above it. So why don't you go ahead and explain?
Yeah, sure. I'd like your side first.
No,
Okay,
you just said this is a dishonest framing. That was my framing. Give me your framing.
Sure, we could do this. So, how it went down is that we were talking about the concept of leaked nudes. And one of the things I said was saying, man, like, nudes leaked, and it really sucked because it made her not want to go on Austin's show. And you could ask, this is something that I reassured her, like, hey, we could put any fan phrase in the chat, like, I don't know if this is something to present you. And you popped up, dude. You were like, ooh, can I Google this? Is that weird? Is this weird if I Google this right now? And I was like, I don't know.
I said, is this weird if I Google this right now? Okay.
Yeah, yep.
That sounds like something you'd say, but okay.
Then you said, I can't find it. And I said, what do you mean? It's like one Google search away. And then you said, post it, and then just delete it after. And that is how that happened.
So
did
I
say,
wait, so
that happened.
did I, wait, so what do you think I Googled? Like, oh, and it just popped up on Google? And
no, I posted the picture in the Discord because you asked me to. That was prompted by you.
My question to you was, did you tell that you sent me naked photos of her? And also, if you didn't tell her, I did.
Yeah,
and
you
I
asked for them. Did you ask for them?
I described the photo. Did I ask for nudes?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, no, that's a question. That's a question.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, I don't know how you dodge out of my questions so much, Bob, when you firsthand understand how annoying it is when people don't answer your question. If you went through this, why are you squirming when I'm asking you fucking simple ass questions, brother? Like, you know what it's like when somebody don't answer your questions is playing stupid, bro. I don't like that neither.
I think in the spirit of being honest here, because there's been concessions. I'm curious if that is there. Did you ask for them or not?
Yeah, let's say I did ask.
No, but
Oh no! Come on, Boze. If you did, just say
did
it.
you? Yeah, did you, Boze? Then you're fucking lying.
Did I ask for nudes?
Yes. Did you tell me? Or did you tell me to post it and delete it? Is that something that you told me to do?
No, maybe I did.
That bookfucker.
Maybe I didn't. Hey, who's fucking counting that? Why don't you just post the logs? You fucking historian. We want to go line by line. Why don't you just post the fucking primary source then, motherfucker? I'm not here to be drawing all these fucking lines and shit. Let's just move on. All right.
Maybe I did. Okay. Maybe she did. Maybe she did.
Truthfully here, I think it's important that we all are as honest as we can.
You know what I'm going to say, Bob? I'm going to say that I can't remember that exactly. We should take a look at the logs.
You should. Because he could just say this and get you to admit to it, and then he's like, see, that's what happened. Ignore any other logs that come up, right? He could pull that shit. So, I mean, we should see some logs here. There's still room for this happening a different way. How you fell for like post and delete though when you're meant to be a master manipulator, Bob, you gotta level up, brother. You fucking around with these lions, dude. You gotta fucking level up, brother.
And I'm gonna say, what if I did, Bob? Did you send me nudes and did you tell her that you sent me her naked photos? Let's just say I asked for it, and did you do it?
yeah, you said, can you post them and delete it? And I said, yeah. I mean, these are leaked nudes. I mean, is that such a bad thing?
That
like, I
book
don't know. You said you
fucker.
want to look at it and you said it was weird. I'll own that. Fuck it. Yeah, that is something that happened. Like, why would I bring that?
So okay, so you said nudes. So and
Sure.
then my other question.
But can you?
Just wanted to confirm that. That's the lawyer in Boze coming out. That's the lawyer in Boze. She still needs to get that box checked off because she's got a grander narrative. But yeah, that didn't look too good for her. I feel like that hurts that bit of evidence that she's collected for whatever point she's trying to make with it. But I'm not sure we'll get to that.
Can you own that? Cold fuck. You know.
No,
that you.
I did no.
Boze,
No, I
you
can't.
are
I'm sorry. I
lying. You
can't.
are
But
literally
I'll,
lying. Okay. So think about this. These are the lies that are being told. She goes to this girl and says, Bob.
Also, the other thing is you say lies so much that every time you say it, I have to turn something off in my brain because you said that so much that, and it doesn't apply to a bunch of stuff that like you've fucking ruined the power of that word.
Sent me your nudes. When Boze literally asked for them, and she admitted here and then fucking backtracks. These are the fucking type of lies, and she's telling these girls that Bob is manipulative and don't go let him defend himself. Again, let me go to the back where you could hear her admit to it and then start to backtrack. And the beeps are so I could, again, I've made a great effort to literally try to respect the people's privacy, okay?
Not really, mother. No, don't say shit like that. Because you say something like that, you trigger me, bro. That's what makes me want to, like punch you in Grand Theft Auto, bro. Is stupid things you say like that. You don't care about privacy. You were the first person to dump the name of the Zintan, whatever fucking person. You literally leaked a bunch of Melina's personal stuff to Boze. Like, you were sharing private info between all these different girls. You were sharing the nudes of this one girl when you literally said that it made her uncomfortable to be on the show because those nudes got leaked. And then Boze asked you for them, and you make everybody's life easier by just sending her the nudes. What are you doing? Like, this is bad at so many different parts that you can't just say some sweeping statement like, I care about these women and their privacy and I have from the beginning. Like, bro, you can't do that, though. I don't know. Am I crazy? Fuck other people's privacy when they try to backstab you? Yeah, that's fine, but he was... The drama is that he was doing this before... Like, here's what I see, okay, chat? Here's what I see, dude. Let's imagine that all of Bob's drama, all of his private conversations with all those women are in this Pringles can, okay? And then we seal that bitch up, all right? Just like that, just like that. All right? And now it's sealed. And what Destiny did in Boze and all these other people coming together is they went, yo, what's in there? What's going on? That sounds like Pringles. I'm up for some Pringles. Let's see. Y'all got Pringles? I got Pringles. And then they all showed each other, and they were like, oh, shit, we got Pringles. Now, you can't be saying, like, you have to own up to the fact that there was Pringles in the can. You have to own up to the fact that you were talking to all these people like this, and that's, like, a problem in and of itself. And by the very nature of this Pringles problem, you were exposing a bunch of people's, like, private information. You were not being respectful of their privacy. You were not being respectful of their trust. You were being manipulative behind the scenes. Like, there were 101 problems with that. And when that's the nature of the problems in the Pringles can, you cannot be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm losing you guys with this analogy, but...
I asked those of her. And also, if you didn't tell her, I did.
If you didn't tell her, I did. Yeah,
and
you asked for them. Did you ask for them?
I am hungry.
I'm literally trying to push them. Yes, I sent them. I literally posted it.
He did own up and he apologized. Yeah, but he hasn't connected the fucking dots, dude. Apologizing and having processed and learned from an experience are two different things. Bob has apologized, but Bob ain't learned shit yet. Bob ain't learned shit yet. And until he's done fighting back against all the drama, I don't think he's in a headspace to learn anything. Okay, it's the same with Fed. Like when Fed was still making a fucking pokey document and he's writing his fucking Mein Kampf and fucking isolation. He's not learning his lessons. He's still being crazy behind the scenes. It takes time. People have to like have time to process shit and they have to have time to change. He ain't changed yet. He's apologized, but he ain't changed. And the evidence of him not changing is in the way that he's handling his response to it, you know? Like, it's like the South saying they restored themselves when they've got Jim Crow and all these other bad laws they're putting into place. Like, no, maybe you've made some progress, but you're literally showing all the things that were problematic in your response to, like, fixing the problem. You have to, like, divorce and recognize what the problem is and separate it and then build without that thing. And you're still not doing that. You're still not respecting people's privacy. I don't know. And I don't think you can until this is all done and you're done leaking logs and give yourself justification for all that stuff. Because what you have to learn is that you're often not justified in violating people's privacy. What you have to learn is what you did with Melina wasn't justified, regardless of what you thought you were saving Boze from. And that wasn't your place to be that person, because you cannot at the same time be a confidant for Melina and be somebody to warn Boze. You can't be those two people at the same time. Okay? And when you grow up and when you be an adult, you learn that you can't be everything for everybody all the time. You need to learn what you are in each person's life, and you need to be the best version of that you could be. And you weren't meant to be those two people at the same time. And now you're dealing with the consequences of that. I just hope that you realize why you couldn't do that. And it doesn't seem like you have.
Delete it because you know it was a public nude.
Yeah, can you just
I want to make this very clear. This is a picture off of google.com that I sent to her that she told this girl. She framed this maliciously.
She did. That's fair.
I asked for nudes.
And look, I asked for her nudes.
What's Hark Dan saying? Is he talking shit? What is he talking about? Add redact.dev banner right now. Yeah, when he PayPal's me fucking a couple $100.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, no. That's a question.
Okay.
Look, I think in the spirit of being honest here, because there's been concessions, I'm curious. If
Seems like an interesting service.
Yeah, let's say I did ask.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna share a private conversation. Actually, you know who brought up redact to me? Do you know who was the first person to tell me about that? It was actually Doug. Like, Doug was like, oh, you didn't know that Dan did this, like, cool project with, like, getting rid of people's information and whatever? And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. And I was, like, checking it out on my phone. So it's actually Doug that introduced me to it.
No, but
did you?
Yeah, did you, Boze? Then you're fucking lying.
Did I ask for nudes?
Yes. Did you tell me?
That's what he's
Or did you tell me to post it and delete it? Is that something that you told me?
Book fucker.
No, maybe I did.
Boze lying to these girls and throwing them into a drama they had no business being in should not be tolerated. She has severely fucked with these girls' lives. Again, this Ophelia situation is...
I mean, you also severely fuck with these girls' lives, bro. So I don't know if you could put all this on Boze for capitalizing on drama. You created the drama, dude. I don't know.
Totally, entirely fucked up. And these girls are entirely innocent. Again, I'm willing to own...
They're not...
Fucker.
I mean... This is like the fucking child molester being like, these poor innocent kids, and you tried to get them to prosecute. Like, what the fuck are you talking? You can't talk like that, motherfucker. You lost the card when you fucking did what you did. This drama is about you because of the way you treated people in private. It's not cool, and you're not really addressing that here. Don't put it all on Boze, bro. You created this. This is your bad.
Any of my private actions publicly. That is not an issue. I'm not trying to hide anything or silence anyone. I apologized to the person of the target of the audio clip. That
call
was brought up in
who?
the situation. And me and this girl...
Bob, if Bob wants to call, Bob can DM me, but...
...are still on good terms, okay? So I apologized for that, for even bringing it up. But think about Boze going to that girl and maliciously saying, Bob sent you like your nudes. And then literally she admits to it and then backtracks. You understand the types of lies being told. And now, again, as I said, Destiny has seen this recording and still chose to come forward with vague allegations. Destiny still defends Boze. I'm gonna have you listen.
Wait! Oh no! That's the problem, bruh. You can't say all of the vague allegations were this one. We talked earlier. There's two pieces to this. You can't make them the same thing. Oh, no. Well, you fumbled it yet again there, bruh. Now I've got 6 different DMs, so I'm assuming that's Bob. I'm not done with your video. You made it 45 minutes long. That's on you, brother.
Listen to this clip again, where Destiny describes the...
I'm a pause champ, so I'm going to be pausing, dude.
Lies. The lies, yeah, in case he vouches for the fucking lies being told by Boze. Listen to Destiny referencing having knowledge of this and then accusing me.
Get me and Bobbin. You know, while we're talking about dark triad people trying to ride waves of drama, I'm not letting you anywhere near my stream, Dan. No, bro. We're handling this in a civilized fashion. I'm not letting you come in here and derail it, dude. We'll get through it. we'll evaluate the evidence, but you're like a rabble rouser, dude. I can't. You're gonna make this court go out of order.
Of lying.
I have this like on an audio recording. I have like the timestamps even saved. But like this is like the level of like insane fucking lies.
This is the level of insane fucking lies that he's accusing me of.
So like that was one of the new accusations. Yeah, but like this is like the level of like I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. You have to drop.
But it's also true. You sent it. Wait, hold on. Let me listen to the clip one more time. We gotta make sure it's true.
Me of
This like on an audio.
vouches to come forward with vague allegations. Destiny still defends Boze. I'm gonna have you listen to this clip again, where Destiny describes the lies. The lies, yeah, in case he vouches
All right, here is his trump card. Let's see how good it is.
for the fucking lies being told by Boze. Listen to Destiny referencing having knowledge of this and then accusing me of lying.
I have this like on an audio recording. I have like the timestamps even saved. But like this is like the level of like insane fucking lies.
This is the level of insane fucking lies that he's accusing me of.
So like that was one of the new accusations. Yeah, but like this is like the level of like I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. You have to drop the calls.
Yeah, well, which lie is he talking about? We need a better clip.
Drop the audio logs.
Did I miss it, or he doesn't say what lies he's talking about?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to drop those audio logs? It's almost like you keep threatening a nuke, Destiny. If you had something, where the fuck is it, dude? As I said,
You seem so lost. I don't know. What is he focused on with these things that he's not releasing? I'm so confused. Hark Dan, be nice. You know, Hark Dan, you're one of all the names, dude. You scrolled past, so don't feel bad. You can go hard on me, dude. I can't even read your message.
originally, Destiny not only spread false allegations to me,
chat
but
is
did
moving
so
too
intentionally
quickly.
in attempt to cancel me.
That
The other two nukes
fucker.
are both things that I acknowledged in my initial release. As I said,
That clip is hardcore clip chipped. Well, your boy's base, so he caught on to it, dude. Don't worry.
the nuke was just a scare tactic. If he had something real, he would have used it. Same thing that can be said about Boze.
You're so focused on this nuke.
Destiny pushed forward with the cancel stream despite this. This was
Yeah, but he also covered a billion other things that were important. He's so focused on what is like a constant passing remark and is not really like everything else. It's so... Then again, I guess he tried to address all that the very first thing, and this is all focused on the nuke, I guess. Is that fair, Bob? Is this whole video about this nuke? Because if so, bruh, that's some Pepega shit. I don't think you need to waste your time on a 45-minute thing just for that one
was
remark.
something that he wanted to do. Here is another audio clip from
Yes?
this about how Boze had to talk him off the ledge of going public from that same call.
If I wanted to have you canceled, then this would be public, and we would be talking to Steven, which, by the way, we basically talked him off the ledge because Melina, well, I mean, I guess we'll see how Melina feels after this call, but, like, yeah, Bob, that's why we're doing this. If I want...
Okay, so I'm going to make a strong claim here. Are you guys ready for a strong claim? For you guys saying that I'm clipping things out of context. can back up the major lies from this recording. If they choose to provide things with out of context, I will provide the context. The only reason that I have not put...
I don't think you have to with what's been set up till now. It seems like they admitted on all these different counts that they were not correct. Like Boze tacitly agreed that, like, sure, maybe I did that thing or whatever. She weaseled out of it, but it was clear that she knew that she was in the wrong. Steven, you pushed him on all this stuff last night, so I don't know. I mean, you had your opportunity and you blew it because you don't know how to talk to people, but that's whatever. You don't know how to debate people, I guess is more fair. Clearly, you know how to talk to people behind the scenes. You're better at it than me, but I don't know.
Put this out there is because I'm not looking to drag in the girls that have no business being in there. Again, this...
Yeah, but who are you to make that determination? It's all about you. Man, this just feels so weird to me. It'd be like if there... And all these analogies just sound so bad, but like... If a bunch of women came forward and they were like, you made me really uncomfortable with the way you talked about me in private, and someone were to gather all those people up and have them talk about the experience, and you were like, hey, I see Susan in that group. Susan, you dumb bitch, I didn't fucking say a damn thing to you. They got you roped up in this thing, and I know what I did to you, Erica. And Susie, I'm sorry, Susie, okay, it's fair. But you, I didn't do it to you. Get out of there. What are you doing in there? Who roped you into this? Like, yeah, bro, but still there's like 8 other chairs of people who have like a claim on you. I don't feel like this is the way to go about it, Chief. Nobody's framing it that way, but you focusing on one person that maybe not should have not been in there is weird. And I don't think all these girls knew necessarily what they were getting into. Racist ass voices. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're the racist. I don't think any accent's a racist thing. Well, unless it's Jar Jar, then it's kind of racist. It's very obvious you haven't read a single thing. Whatever, bro.
This whole recording makes them look bad. Their whole argument falls apart. I could catch them in a lot of lies, and I have logs to back it up. I am making this strong claim that this recording always frees me from this situation. There is a reason Destiny won't use this, okay? So anything that they use from that, I will literally provide the context of, because the only thing that they could have on me is what the public would, consider dumb high school drama.
Fucker.
Like, again, like an example with this is be like, oh, you called this person ugly. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. Those are things that they could do out of context. But there's some major lies in there that we're being told. Like the
I like that he's self-aware enough to realize that there's some all right, there's some shit in there. All right, I fucked up. But I didn't fuck up on all these different points, bro. Let me just point out where we had some not so great accusations.
sharing of the nude. That literally did not happen. I did not share the private nude. What I did do was share a picture off google.com that Boze asked me to post and then delete. And then Boze literally went to this girl and framed it like this was a malicious thing. Meanwhile, she did not acknowledge that she asked for it. Again, please, if they're going to release stuff, censor the names of the people I want to read private. That is the reason that this recording hasn't come out, because there's a lot of people in there that don't deserve to be in there, okay? There were baseless accusations of me using my position of power working on Austin's team. There is no history.
Yeah, deserve is such a weird word to use. Do you mean they didn't want to be in there? Do you mean that they didn't meet the, standard for coming forward? That's a really weird way of phrasing
Of me leveraging my position with contestants. All the girls who have been on the show can speak to this. The overwhelming majority would say, I've never spoken to Bob before. Any deeper connection I have is because I hang out with these people on my own stream. I am not the aggressor here in this situation. I am literally just defending myself. And if you guys are fucking, again, questioning me on the recording thing, look at this. Listen to Destiny go,
Like, this is like the level of I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. You have to drop the calls, drop the audio logs.
Accidental strament subwit 1300 wiever są megalu.
As I said, I am making the claim to everyone right now publicly that if this whole call had to come out, it would not look good for them, because they lie a lot and they're bad lies. So again, I am.
Why didn't you just drop the call and censor all the? Hold up. Oh my God! Hold on.
That book fucker.
Hold on. So you spent all this time digging up private conversations describing the relationship between these two people, and you put all that together, but you couldn't take the time to pay somebody to scribble out all the names in this call? Because you could do that. That's very cheap to have done. And it probably would have taken less time. Why don't you just do that? I don't understand. Maybe he's broke? This motherfucker's got a lot of time. He could just sit there and put censors in. It's not that difficult of a thing to do. He spent all that time doing all this clip shrimp, whatever you Zoomers call it. He was clip chimp shipping, dude. He was posting a bunch of things into a Google Doc. He could have spent that time on something else. Clip shrimps, yeah.
I shall call him
clip shrimp, dude.
Making this claim.
Mini-Me.
Please stop lying about me. Destiny continues, even the day after the drama, to make vague allegations. There was a thread on LSF about it right now with no real proof. Please stop bringing other people in.
Man, LSF always do be posting shit without proof and evidence, though. That do be LSF. That's kind of not. That's not on anyone in particular.
This drama that don't want to be in it. Again, I can't stress enough how fucked up what Boze did to Ophelia is. A girl that literally asked to be left out of this.
I mean, are you more upset about what she did to Ophelia, or are you upset about what they did to you? I'll be honest, Bob. You seem like a fine dude. You seem like you're plenty nice to all these women and whatever, but do you really care about Ophelia, bro, or do you care about you? Because I don't. Maybe I'm being really mean right now, but I don't think you really care about them. I think you really care about you, because the way you wrote this entire thing is all about you. The way you talk is all about you. It's just when you get emotional, you catch yourself and then you're redirect it to somebody else so it looks like it's good. But no, it's all about you. But that's okay. It can be all about you. Just don't be dragging these fucking people in it. That's exactly what you're criticizing him for. But you're doing that by constantly using Ophelia as a tag word in your thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have to go deeper into that. I think you guys get that, but...
And then she was brought in, and then she victim blamed this.
Yeah, he can defend himself. That's fine. I'm saying that's fine. Just don't pretend like it's all about Ophelia, because I don't think it really is. It's not about these women. It's all about him.
You guys please understand how fucked up that is.
And it's not really people getting, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's okay to feel bad about what Boze did to her, but I don't know. It's difficult to, like, be nuanced here with you guys, to all of you.
In the original document, I overstated my confidence in 2 situations. I presented my best guess on the Zintani threat situation as fact. Specifically the line, this is the reality of the story that Destiny wanted to get out of her, and he threatened her to get. The threatened her to get portion was based on available information. 2, I was super charitable to
Okay, you guys argued about that. He didn't threaten her to get that, though. Let's be clear about that. They ended up agreeing on that, did they not? That he didn't really threaten her to get that? Bob fucks up timelines because Bob's only focused on his shit. Like, Bob only wants to make his case and he doesn't care about the other side, so he doesn't line up the timelines. But you really should when you're making accusations because you look like an idiot. You guys argued about this yesterday and ended up agreeing. Bob just admitted that, did he?
Boze, whose intentions I didn't wanted to get out. I overstated my confidence in 2 situations. I presented my best guess on the Zintani threat situation as fact. Specifically the line, this is the reality of the story that Destiny wanted to get out of her. And
oh, I overstated. Okay, I didn't see that. Overstated my confidence in 2 sections. Why you say overstate your confidence? Why don't you just say you fucked up? I don't know. Oh, I'm being pedantic. I can't help myself, though. I know I'm being pedantic, but God, when they add up like this, I can't help but view you negatively. Don't do this.
The threaten her to get portion was based on available information. 2, I was super charitable to Boze, whose intentions I did not understand.
Based on available information, so just like Destiny, you didn't have logs, you didn't have the full picture, and you fucked up details. And just like Destiny, it's only on a couple of parts, right? So, oh, fuck. I hate that you internet people can't be fucking empathetic with each other, and it may be because you're all sociopaths, but for real, the way that both of these people and their mistakes mirror each other, it blows me away. This is like Demon Mom all over again. Like, it's like, you guys don't see how both of your approaches to this is what's making it difficult? Like, holy shit. I am a socio for the truth, homie. Okay, dude. Add me. That's a good point, dude. Let's add you guys. Bloop. Like, give me some ooze. Could all of my subbers give me ooze in chat?
Understand well at the time, and so the blame was distributed improperly. Boze deserves no charity for the shit that she's done. She's done unforgivable shit to literally go around to these girls to spread lies, and then literally fucking victim blame one of the girls who didn't want their story shared. Like, literally just read Ophelia's response, and if that doesn't get you fucking pissed, with these 2 exceptions,
then you're a monster. Okay.
I still stand by.
Okay.
What I typed in the initial release. In the initial release, the prevailing theory was that Boze was a victim of circumstances who took things too far, as her attempts to warn me led to that conclusion. One of the assumptions was that these early messages were well-intentioned, and that is now in question. Given the responses, I have more reason to doubt the integrity of Boze, and I should appropriately limit the scope of my claims. Assuming that Destiny is presenting the facts he reveals as honest as possible, I would propose an alternate framing of events that incorporates the new details. The theory that currently makes the most sense is, given the responses, is that Boze extrapolated from Destiny's original characterization of me, which created a feedback loop as he learned more negative information. Destiny presenting these thoughts to others added credence to Boze's claims for others close to him, Melina and P2, making it easier to accept them to accept this as truth. Once there are enough people
Is he really describing the dark triad influence thing right now to other people? All right, I know not everybody handles people the way me and Destiny do, but when you want to manipulate somebody, what you got to do is you got to prime them. This reads very strangely to a normal person, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how talking to people works.
On board, it seemed like multiple individuals came to the same conclusion. Sorry, I can't read. So the story snowballed into everyone feeling justified in taking actions for me to lose my job and have my public reputation.
Oh, see, when you take this turn at the end, though, it makes it sound like you don't really care about the women very much.
Ruined. These sentiments still exist within the group, as seen by the public responses. I hope that someone is reason enough to break that cycle. This is not some grand conspiracy, but in reality, it is that they all contributed toward a legitimate
mysterious reasons. I love this.
I'm glad that he dropped the grand conspiracy thing, because that was like, I don't know. If you don't know what happened there, I don't think you can. And if he had the audio call, he should have known who had part in what. So attributing so much of it to Destiny in the background doing it at first, I think was misguided, especially since from the audio we've seen so far and from his demeanor, it seems like this was a lot easier to blame Boze for, I guess, than Steven. So again, this is another problem that comes from he didn't have all the info at first either. And yet you made this giant 39-page thing where you divulged all the things that made you look bad. I don't know why you did that, but you did.
In my life over some high school drama. Some people are less complicit and were more hesitant with taking destructive actions, but Destiny's and Boze's actions in particular are inexcusable. Since
How
the
many
public is
people are in your DMs? I don't know. I got a notification that says 6.
still unsure exactly what Destiny did behind the scenes, I would like for him to clarify exactly what his actions were over the course of these events, which he has been downplaying, including, but not limited to the following: an approximate time frame with dates of his talks with Boze and Melina regarding my character during the months of November and December, his exact influence or involvement during the chain of events in January, the nature of how he received and distributed information, a list of all direct activities that he took to further the situation. Again, this is Destiny, who literally tried to be like, oh, you know, I'm not that involved, but also in his cancel video referenced that he had a Death Note moment where he...
I don't think he said that he wasn't... Okay. He says some shit, but you gotta sniff through it, bro. You gotta take a total inventory of how he talks, and then you gotta figure out what he actually means, right? We had an argument in my Discord about, oh fuck, what was it? Should I just go to my Discord and bring it up? It was something about how Steven said at one point, like, oh, you know, I don't think he's actually like a master manipulator, dude. I don't think he's actually trying to do all this stuff. But then when he talks the entire time and he's going through all the evidence, he puts out a very different vibe. He creates a narrative that's counter to that one point. So you can't take the one time he says the positive thing and assume that that's what he meant, right? I did that, unfortunately, with Demon Mama. I took the one thing I thought was her strongest argument and what she opened with, and I pretended like that's what she would follow, and she didn't, right? So I think we have to accept when things like that happen, and that was one of the instances that happened on Discord.
He started to, again, control these girls' interaction with me.
And here's another... I don't know if he controlled all of these girls. And I think that you're saying in the call that it seems like Boze manipulated them more than Steven did.
He's contradicted himself many times. And then, again, whenever he's pushed on it, he just continues to underplay the gravity of this over and over again. He calls this drama boring when he launched false allegations against me. Vague allegations. He talked about the nuke, and he even talks about it in his own voice, how damaging this is.
Yeah, I think he knows he fucked up at a bunch of different spots here, and it's uncomfortable for him. I get that vibe for sure, so... I think that's
Destiny
fair.
is still promoting Boze's claims, launching more accusations to the public while simultaneously trying to distance himself from them. I think
that he do be doing that, though. He do be doing that.
that he can only plead ignorance for so long about what he's doing. I think he's smart enough to figure out what happened. The information is available to him. I think.
Yeah, I mean, but now that he has the same info, but you also had to change all of your understanding about stuff because you were wrong too, and you were hot-headed about it as well. So that applies dually to both of you, except he has the intelligence to try and throw it into reverse and back up out of it, whereas you seem to throw yourself headstrong into every situation regardless. Like he was trying to bluff, but you were like screaming about how good of a hand you had, and you didn't have everything figured out. So I mean, like, you're both doing very similar things in this game of poker, of drama between all of you. Like, it's so weird to hear them criticize each other when they're both being so similar. I don't know.
I think he knows deep down how dumb the concept of meta manipulation is, that he used to write off my genuine advice for the people to talk to each other. And it's just not a coherent theory to explain my actions. That's something he did over.
He does project a lot of his craziness onto people.
Over and over again. He would read a log of me that was me giving genuine advice. He'd be like, "Oh man, this is so fucking deep, man. He's manipulating on another level, man. Oh my god. You guys, this might not make a lot of sense, but here's what he's doing here." That's what he did for every fucking log. That was his excuse for every.
He do be doing that in every log. And like, he's making major assumptions about how this dude operates. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking log.
That book fucker.
What sucks is the more milquetoast take that Destiny has, where he's like, I think that these are just behaviors that this dude has learned, and that's how he engages with people in private. That's what he's learned works, is 100% correct, right? Because it's broad enough to cover any kind of action. It's not moralizing it, right? There is a reason why that is a strong point that the DGGers will repeat as being Destiny's main point. But that's not his main point. That's not really what he fleshes out an argument about. He fleshes out an argument that this guy had ulterior motives, and those were always at the forefront of his brain when he was making these decisions. And all of his questioning is to bring that to light, right? And it's to catch him in lies, and it's to prove that narrative. So he cannot say the base thing and then extrapolate to this crazy thing. And you point back to that and say that was his argument, because it's not. Like, I agree that, yeah, if he just has behaviors that are negative and you point those out, like, yeah, that is whatever. But you're saying that he's doing these with some grand plan in mind, and that he, like, when you're asking questions like, but you knew that in order to, like, get with Boze, you would have to knock me out of the picture, or like, but you had to have known that if Boze stopped being with me, then you could obviously get with Boze, right? Like, him constantly asking questions like that shows that he doesn't think that these are just behaviors that the dude does. He thinks that there's intentionality behind it for some greater purpose, and he's trying to make that greater purpose something that's nasty enough that the whole audience will just stop listening to Bob. And that's why I'm trying to be very careful to avoid that. You may have noticed that in all of the reviews I've done about the drama, is to not weave this fucking narrative about what these people want to do, because I don't think that like, the only person I think you could maybe do that for here is Boze. You can definitely do that for Boze so far, but I don't know if it's super helpful for the rest of everybody else. And I only think that about Boze because I've only heard his thing about it. I'm sure if I talked to her, she would like talk me out of it, but that's kind of the nature of the beast anyways.
On the same day of the stream that I saw this.
Do I not think behaviors have intentions? They do, but intentions and behaviors are separate things to talk about. When you talk about the behavior independently and you talk about making a habit of engaging in that behavior, it's meant to be a morally neutral thing, so you can talk about that in the objective sense. But once you start talking about the intentions behind that behavior, then you can start moralizing it, and you definitely will, and that's the expectation for the audience. So that's why I'm saying those are different things. The moment you jump from the behaviors to the intention behind them, or what somebody was trying to accomplish with those behaviors, it changes what you're talking about, like fundamentally.
Which we've seen before.
God damn, dude. I wish I was in my early 20s again. This shit is crazy. No, I don't. We're past this. We've grown past this.
The reason is hearsay is the evidence. You got to believe victims, bro. What are we meant to do but go by the words of the victims?
Fuck, this is like, she's on like some Death Note level shit, dude. This must have been, she might not be as fucked in the head as I am. This would be very exciting to gather all the information, to get all of your ducks in a row, to know that you're about to fire off like 3 or 4 massive fucking lies, but you know that you have a few truths bundled with it to give it credibility. You know that the credibility of the other person is going to be destroyed, and you've gotten a whole bunch of people to corroborate your view behind the scenes with the things that are true, so it's going to make the false statement seem even more credible. This is like, there's so much work going into this. This is like the anti-Fed manifesto, which is being prepared and launched. And
Destiny then proceeded to reach out to the person who he knew had problems with me to dig for information about me. I reached out to him multiple times. I wanted to resolve the potential problems he had with me, and I was ignored. On the same day,
I don't like that Destiny fought this so much too. He's like, whoa, come on, dude. All I did was DM her and ask her if she was in a relationship with you. Perfectly honest. I wasn't trying to dig up stuff on you. I literally just asked her one simple little question. Like, I hate that he does that too, because that's some fucking sly bullshit. And this motherfucker is just like 20 IQ short of like pointing it out and making a coherent argument about it. But like, I hate seeing that too, because that's some slippery ass shit. Like, no, that's definitely the case. And you said, I don't like this person. I don't ever like talking to this person. Then you're definitely looking for something when you're asking questions like that. And to pretend otherwise is playing dumb in a way I don't think is acceptable for Steven.
I said to Boze that I should not be scared because there's no way him canceling me would try and work. He showed the stream of like, oh, I have power over him. And this is the log of me literally saying,
Melina said he leaked private nudes. Well, if that's a claim that Melina is making, Bob has done a very, very good job at avoiding that claim from what I've seen so far.
That if you try to character assassinate...
Unless you have a timestamp from his long-ass YouTube video where he addresses that in particular, I'd be cool with watching that, but I haven't heard him address that at all.
I have no clue to take. Boze said...
He never brought it up. Yes, he literally never brings it up. Interesting. Which is funky, because if you wanted to get down to the bottom of why you were maybe fired, maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe that's an accusation that's kind of crazy and could have easily been a nuke, right? But who knows? You know, we're listening to two people who are hella invested for very different reasons.
He could project what he does to people onto you. He doesn't need proof. He just needs to weave truth and lies to create a story.
Wait, what?
Onto you. He literally saying that if you try to character assassination, I have no clue to take. Boze said he could project what he does to people onto you.
Let me read this. What are we talking about here? You have power over him? Question mark, question mark? The information that I have on him that he wouldn't want to leak versus whatever he would want to say about me. He literally has nothing to say about me. If he tried to do a character assassination, I have no clue what angle he could take. I just told you one. He could project what he does to people onto you, and you basically collect women for attention. In my opinion, it's enough to discredit people. It's enough to discredit because people will draw more a line and try to say they're nothing like you and turn on you. That just never lands. Okay? It's just annoying how social engineering works so well because people are so dumb. They are, Boze. It's also possible he thinks this is boring. Yeah, maybe. I'm confident no girl has a bad thing to say about me. The only chance would have been Angela, but she hates Steven. He doesn't need proof. He just needs to weave truth and lies to create a story. Boze, don't say shit like that. That's mean. You're Bob7ing right now. You're talking shit in private, bro. Goodness gracious. Yeah, but if he does that, I just explain my side. Wow, those are two fucking knock it out of the park messages. No, you can't just explain your side. That's not how it works, dude. You gotta have good arguments, bro. You gotta have the optics. Holy shit.
He doesn't need proof. He just needs to weave truth and lies to create a story.
Huh. Well,
look at where we're at
not
now.
Good.
You guys want me to address, you guys are spamming about the Zintani situation? I literally covered it in the document. I wrote all my words there. Again, I have a witness. Literally there.
And it didn't land from the books of it so far. It's not who he has. What are you trying to say?
There was a third person in the bed with me that night. I could have multiple people that are friends with both me and Zintani that could speak to both of our characters. I apologized for the discomfort that I caused her at the time that it happened. I apologized.
Can we have one more time, dude? Moe Kai, can you just apologize one more time? Who was it that refused to apologize the second time? Do you guys remember the famous person that like they refused? They're like, I already apologize. Oh, fuck, what was his name? Oh, it's the short guy. It's the short guy. It's the short guy. What's his name? The funny comedian guy. Oh, fuck, what's his name? I think it was doing the Oscars or something. But that guy was like, Kevin Hart. Yeah, it's Kevin Hart. He's like, I already apologized. I'm not apologizing again. And then he got yoink. You just have to apologize one more time, baby. It's not a big deal. You just apologize one more time. That's it. Like, when you know you fucked up, like Destiny. Like, Destiny literally had to do an apology stream going through all this shit that you posted because it's all fucking bad, right? Like, you just got to take the L, homie. It's not that big a deal. And then you can move past it way easier. Like, I apologized then. I'll apologize again now. I learned a lot from that situation. Like, I treated this person really poorly. I handled it at the time with her, though, to be fair. I was very quick about responding to it. And anytime it comes up, you know, yeah, that's a place that I learned. That's a place that I messed up. And that's a place that I hurt somebody. And, you know, but we handled that at the time. And I think it's not fair to bring that up as if that was an unresolved thing or something that we're trying to hide maliciously, when in fact that was just a private thing that happened between me and another person. And the fact that it's getting brought up completely out of context without either of us wanting that to happen for the sake of some drama is stomach churning. Like, there's other ways you could spin this and you chose not to because you're so laser focused on proving that you're not a bad guy. There's nothing bad to say about me. I handle all my shit with people. Like, that doesn't matter, dude. Sometimes when people drag up your shit and you don't have the context to like explain it, you have to just deal with it again. And being a public person, that's going to happen all the fucking time. And like, this is just not the way to handle it, I don't think.
And I apologized to her before going live. Okay? If you want to read about that, you could go read about it. I have many people that could speak to my character. Destiny and Boze's actions throughout this should not be tolerated. I can't emphasize enough that you should not be allowed.
Wait, we're already at the end? Wait, there's not more stuff from Boze? You better DM me the fucking recording of this shit, motherfucker. You didn't do anything with this goddamn video. This sucked. This could have literally been like 5 minutes, dude. This could have been 5 minutes. That's unacceptable,
And
bro.
how reckless it is to fucking go live saying that there's vague allegations about me with no real proof. Destiny referencing having a nuke to try and scare me.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty that we're not focusing on Melina. I see you in chat. I keep trying to mention that I think that that's the strongest argument that nobody is taking is like, bro, you were her confidant. You were meant to like hold on to all this shit. She entrusted you with a lot of that baloney. And Melina, I don't know if you saw this, but I talked about how like being your confidant and like handling all this like privileged information and being the person that warns Boze and whatever, you can't be those two people at the same time. And he has to realize that like in order to be your confidant, he has to like move past situations like that, not betray your trust, right? Like that's a choice that he constantly is going to be faced with, and he constantly has to like make a consistent decision about. But the moment he starts sharing that stuff, he can't be that person for you anymore, right? And it's like, it doesn't seem like he's learned that lesson at all. And even Steven, when he was talking about all this, I don't feel like he focused on that as like a central argument with the dude, at least when he had the opportunity to talk to him about it. And I feel like that's the biggest one, that you betrayed the trust and confidence of this person that you acted very, very kindly to in the DMs, and then you were secretly sharing things. And that's a pattern of behavior that's happening with multiple people. But we don't focus on that really. We've gotten distracted on so many other things here that I think are way less important. Because I think if we want to like zoom out and see how do we help this motherfucker, that's how we help him, is to realize that he can't act like that anymore. Like that was what the problem was, that you're betraying people's trust, that you're super manipulative in the DMs, and like maybe it's just like a learning opportunity. But no, it has to be this giant drama thing. I don't know.
That book fucker.
Me to responding with no.
Why are you guys saying thank you? What are you memeing about? He left the chat? No,
real proof. So before I go offline, I literally just want you guys to hear again from Destiny's mouth how fucked up it is, exactly what he's doing to me.
I wasn't asking, I was telling.
I'm not a robot. Oh.
Oh no, you
gotta
click on bicycles, dude. Oh. They're not convinced yet. They're not
Please
convinced.
check the new images.
He's like, this dude's going on about Melina again. I don't give a fuck about Melina,
For
dude.
mysterious reasons, I love this.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about Melina, dude. If there's one thing that's been proven this entire drama, it's that I don't give a fuck about that bitch, dude. I'll fucking leak her shit. I'll leak her fucking nudes. I'll fucking talk about her to other people. I don't give a fuck, dude. You thought, motherfucker. Why do you think I'm not focusing on that? I dropped that shit a long time ago. Like, Jesus Christ. That's the one thing we're not focusing on, but that's the one thing that's probably important here, that he actually fucked up. Anyhow. Scuffed Later books? Is that the thing with Trainwrecks on it?
Is that a bicycle?
Still be a robot.
Trainwrecks' show?
Okay.
This is what's actually coming out. You're actually
Scuffed?
a robot.
Oh my God.
If he's in the chat and I'm missing him, I'm so sorry, dude. I know there's a million chatters, but I can't.
Oh my God, they're making me click so many crosswalks. Fire
You're not a robot, Bob. It should be easy. You know what a crosswalk is.
Okay.
Out, the people are not going to want to come out. Good. If there are people that want to share fake accusations, or people that want to try to destroy people's lives over nothing, what the fuck? You're
watch this
damaging
again.
the person.
It's so boring.
Everybody that actually comes out with these types of accusations.
Again, I can't stress up how fucked up this all is. Again,
It's really fucked up, dude. You really put these women in a very awkward situation. Those are some really uncomfortable DMs for everybody all around. And I think that if I just got them alone in a room with me and I just talked to him, I know that they wouldn't want to release this stuff, dude. And that's what fucking Russell's My Jimmy's is. He did that. He fucking put them in a room and he fucking recalculated their fucking algebra to where they don't like me anymore, dude. And I can't stand it, dude. You know how much work it was? And then just all of a sudden, dude, all of a sudden... I don't know, Bob. I don't know. It's tough, dude. I'm having a tough time with you, bro. But anywho, I think we're all done with this drama. It's time to pack it up, dude. Fucking zoink scoobs. Well, Bob is calling. Oh no. Oh no. All right, we'll give him a little bit of time. If he doesn't answer my questions, I'm fucking hanging up, though. You hear me, Bob? You better answer my questions, bro, because if you don't answer my questions, I'm not interested in giving you an opportunity to just say a bunch of nonsense.
Fucker.
Okay? So let's just be clear.
Hello.
Hey.
Do you understand what my problem with everything is?
What's your problem with everything?
That Boze rounded up my friends and told lies about me. And then these girls made it clear that they didn't want anything to go public. And then Destiny went through a lot of relationship drama and then referenced all this awful shit that I've done. And then he referenced having a nuke, which just doesn't exist. Again, if he wanted to go live and been like, man, like, Bob, he was really shitty to Melina at times, that would have been okay. My problem comes from Boze rounding up people that I'm friends with and lying to them, and then these same people literally saying that they don't want any of this to go public because, again, this could have just been resolved in private because there was lies that they told. I could have showed them, and then it would have just been all okay. But Destiny went forward, and he referenced these things that none of these people wanted out, and I was painted as like a pervert, like a rapist. It was real bad.
Do you care about the percentage of what those claims were true and which ones are false, or do you not care about that?
What do you mean? Like that? I'm willing to own anything publicly that I actually did.
Okay, I'm asking that. Like, do you care about the ratio of like true to false things and the allegations they levied against you?
Yeah, I mean the nude thing is just fictional. Like
Okay.
I've never, like, even Melina, it's like saying that I shared her nude. Like that's just not true.
What percentage of the allegations that they've, or Steven in specific has said so far, do you think are false?
I mean, I walked through that in the document and I said, okay, here are the ones that I think are really dumb, and here are the things that I think I have truth to it, that have truth to it.
If you had to put a percentage number on it, could you give me a number?
Let me open it up. I could walk you down through the claims.
I don't want that. I literally just, you're going to have a hard time with me. I really just want like literal answers to my questions. So like if you had to give a percentage.
That's what I'm trying to do. What do you mean? I have to literally look at the claims.
Okay, you can. I just don't want to go through all of them with you. Just let me know when you
have
a number. Because we waste so much time with that, Bob. I don't have to fill time on the stream. I just kind of want to get answers to like basic questions. Because we just watched the entire thing.
There is no evidence of me manipulating the girls, which is something that he goes in on, is that I've been manipulated with the girls. And that's part of the reason that proving a negative is really hard. So yeah, to prove like, hey, I'm not manipulative, like, hey, here's 250 plus screenshots. Like, go over everything. Do you think I'm manipulative?
Do you think is less than 50% or more than 50% that's truthful?
Okay. Spilling personal information. I think that.
No, bro, you have to give me a number. I can't platform you. I said you have to answer questions, bro.
Okay. Do you just want me to mute and then give you the exact number?
Yeah, if that's what it takes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have no problem answering it. I just want to give you a good answer.
Okay.
If I was to answer that on the spot, like I might not even agree with what I say.
Okay. Again, if it's that wishy-washy, yeah, if you need the time.
What do you mean that wishy-washy? I just want to make sure that I agree with what I'm saying. I just want to say the truth.
That's totally fine. Take your time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just give me a second.
Blink twice if he says 0. No, I just want to get a percentage. I just want basic questions answered. That's all, bro. I don't think it's a lot to ask for. I think they're simple. Was that a threat against Bookfucker? Yikes, I don't think so. Why is it a secret? Isn't this doc public? I don't know, dude. How is that basic? Because it's simple. Like, just give me a roundabout thing. Who cares? Like 20%, 80%, 50%? I feel like that's easy. I feel like Steven would go, yeah, I would say like maybe like 15%, 10%. You know, I feel like people can just spitball numbers. It's not that difficult. Ballpark it, homie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Just ballpark it for me. This ain't continental philosophy, bro. We just, just ballpark it, dude. Give me a Bayesian analysis or whatever. I wonder if he's on stream and he's like reading this whole thing to his stream again. He's doing the calculus, dude. He's got his abacus out and he's like, tick, 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 tick. Truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, 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 lie, 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 truth, lie, truth, truth, truth. He's doing an integral. Yeah, maybe, dude. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, I put up with this bullshit and I try to be a good guy. And that takes a lot of energy and it makes me feel sad in my private life. So if you want to help make me not sad, or at least help me be sad inside of a house instead of a van, support me on Patreon or drop me a dono and leave a nice message. And You know, I'll read it and I'll cry in my private life. So, you know, I'll do that for you. Is Melina subbed? I don't know, dude. Damn, is he doing intervals? I don't know. Help him. Help him.
That book fucker.
I don't know, dude. It's taking a while. All right. I added Dan as well. You know it's real drama when Dan's in the DMs.
That book fucker.
Hey.
Okay, so I wrote down 8 claims, and I think that there's truth, like some truth to 2 of them for sure.
Okay, so 2 out of 8.
That book
What's
fucker.
that in percentages?
You're asking me to do math?
Bro, you were muted for fucking 5 minutes and you didn't do the math. What the fuck? You literally had to come out of this with a percentage.
Oh my god, 2 out of 8 is then 1 out of 4. Okay, 1 out of 4.
25%.
I had to Google that.
So you only think 25% of the things that he said were truthful?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the betraying of Melina's trust and the privacy problems included in that 25%?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. If you were to do it
think
again, like how would you handle that situation with Boze and Melina differently?
I don't know. That's like a really weird thing because I do think that he is a person that was, you know, being not great to Melina, and I think I had reason to believe that that was going to happen.
You have to form these
Boze,
opinions yourself.
So,
you can't cut to the chase.
So if you had
drawing
to
your own
go back
conclusions
and do it,
is the chase.
at this point, you would like still leak that information to Boze?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say that there was 5% oversharing, but 95% was just talking about harmful behavior, and I think that's relevant for her to know about, especially because she was causing, like, you know, I knew from Melina that their relationship was causing problems, so, and Boze didn't even know this. So now, like, she's disrespecting the person that she doesn't even know.
Okay. Would you ever be down to have a private conversation about that to change your mind, or is that like a fundamental belief that you have?
What the fuck? Sam.
I mean, I'm open to potentially changing my mind, but like this, obviously, again, this is not the issue. If Destiny went on stream and was just like, yeah, you know, Bob, you know, he told Boze about a lot of personal shit, I'd just be like, yep, and then no one would care. Again, the whole problem that I have is the lying and the rounding up of girls, and then literally acting like I was a pervert.
So I know what you care about. Do you realize that?
I mean, are you just going to not acknowledge? Like, that's what the public cares about. You realize that, right?
The public is in my chat right now, shocked that you didn't learn your lesson about sharing public information, sharing that private information. So that's why I'm asking you this, is because no, that's a huge thing for the people watching. This is the way that you shared that information. That's a lot of people's problem.
What can I even what can I say about Destiny that's unfounded, dude? Like, look at his actions. Look at what he's willing to admit.
We're not talking about Destiny right now. We're talking about you violating Melina's trust by sharing information that shouldn't have been shared.
Yeah, sure. I don't care.
Well, you not caring is the problem, though. Like, do you realize that, Bob? That's so bad.
Okay, do you think that warrants what Destiny did to me?
I'm not focused on Destiny. You keep bringing it back to Destiny because Destiny, you got beef. But I'm talking about Melina. Melina trusted you, and she gave you a bunch of like private information.
Yes. And I also literally have given Melina genuine advice time after time. If you look through those logs,
that doesn't make it okay for you to share her private information with people.
Okay, I disagree.
Why?
Okay.
Why do you think that? Like, how do you justify that in your mind?
That book fucker.
Really? Because I think that he was doing some fucked up shit. Is it okay? This is the same. This is the same thing that I had talking with Destiny. It's like, is it shit talking to talk about his actions? It's like, wow, maybe his actions are just shit.
Okay, you're really not going to like what I do with this, but that is the exact same logic that he would go over the heads of these abused people and share information that they didn't want public, right? Because he would want to warn people about you. Like, that's the exact same.
I'm literally talking about reality, and he knows the things that are being said are lies. That's the pushback. He knows, and that's my claim. He knows that what's being said is lies. So don't, like, that point is fucking useless.
But do you see how that justifies similar actions? How that could justify behavior you don't want people engaging in? Because you don't know the full story?
You acknowledge the fact that he knows that these girls are being lied to. You just refuse to acknowledge that.
No, Bob, I'm trying to focus on very particular things because I'm here
Why?
interviewing
Yeah, of course,
you to like get these things cleared up. Like,
but this again, like this is exactly what Destiny talked about. Is just okay. We could talk about relationship and we could talk about the things that were mishandled then, but this is literally missing the point of everything. That's not the problem.
To you, that's your particular problem. You're upset that some of those things weren't truthful and that maybe those hurt you in your private life. I understand that.
I literally don't think you understand what happened.
And it feels like I have a much better chance of making
and
that
I don't
work
think you
by
understand
shutting
what
up
people
than
are
by
upset
speaking.
about you, with you about, but I feel like
you
that's
realize that
more
outside of
important.
the Destiny circle, these girls and me are on good terms, and you don't even know how many girls there are. When you're saying like I've done my best to keep people out, and again, people don't even know how many people there are. These people all have very high impressions of me. Like that's why it's like I'm going around being this like asshole. Like these people think highly of me. I've been good to these people. The only person, the only people that have a problem with me is
you have
literally
to form
Destiny
these
group.
opinions yourself.
That's it.
You can't cut to the chase. Drawing your own
Would you be
conclusions
willing to
is the
have
chase.
a conversation with Hark Dan about this, or are you steering clear of that?
Dude, Dan has seen that recording. He is also aware that the lies that Boze told. Again, Melina is aware. Like all these people are aware.
I shall call him.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, what's the point of speaking to people that know that they're lying?
Yeah, I can get that, not wanting to talk to Dan, although for my own personal reasons, I could get that. So I really want to focus on this private public thing, dude. Because
I mean, this literally is not like a debate, dude. Like this is my life, dude. Like they went to people that I'm friends with and told lies to, and then leveraged those lies to act like I was a pervert. That is what's going on here. Yes, we could go get lost in the details of mishandling fucking polyamorous relationship drama. Yes, we could get lost in that. And
yeah, but you're hand waving that so hard, and that is the focus of me and so many other people. That like I get that.
No.
I get you want to talk about something else,
Really,
but that's what
what people.
on.
You're trying to act like that's what people care about.
That's what my people care about. Yeah, I don't know about your guys' drama shit. I don't engage in all of that other stuff. That's not my circle.
Do you want to know something just that is straight up true? All of that stuff literally could have been handled in private. And I, again, in the logs, have pushed for more communication over and over again. That is something that I was willing to do.
But when the accusation is that you're being shitty and your private communications with people are manipulative, that's a difficult solution for you to pose. I think that's what the meme was on their channel.
So then why not just stop speaking to me? Again, the problem literally comes from rounding up girls, telling them lies, and then using those lies as an attempt to try and cancel me. Again, we could get lost in some dumbass relationship drama. Sure, there was things that were mishandled by every single member involved. But the real problem is Destiny making vague allegations and threatening me with a nuke, which then leads to the public thinking that I'm a pervert.
Yeah, he also alluded to that nuke being like 4 different things, and like 2 of them were true. So that's why I'm avoiding that talking point, because we went over it a lot on stream.
I went through all of the nukes.
Yeah, you went through the ones that you thought you could challenge, sure, but he also referenced other things when he was saying nuke, and that's, again, what I went through on stream.
And I talked about the reality of all of them, which, again, is just, I'm okay with the reality of all that out there. I don't give a shit. I'm willing to own my actions publicly because I think I'm a pretty good guy. I don't got anything to hide.
So then how in your mind then are you handling this Melina situation? Like, I'm really interested in like how you're going to like fix that.
You're really interested in the relationship drama and just ignoring
drawing your own
conclusions.
I'm not ignoring. I have an obligation to focus on what's not being talked about, and he's not even focused on his own fiance. But I'm here to be focused on that because that's what I'm interested in with you.
So that's what, out of all this, that is what's most concerning to you.
That is what I have the most questions about, because you avoided talking about it and you're continuing to avoid answering questions about it right now. Like that's why I'm interested in it.
Again, I went through everything in the document of literally going through things that I think I mishandled in that relationship drama. I don't think that is what's concerning to the public. I don't think that's what people care about.
I don't care if that's what you think. That's what my audience and I'm trying to like give to them. So if you're not comfortable answering questions about that, that's fine. But that's most of what I'm focused on, because you don't seem to really feel bad about that.
Like,
you said you'd go back and do that again.
Yeah, I think that Destiny is someone that is worth warning about. Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's
And
a
again,
very vague way
here's-
of putting
here's-
what you did, which was betray the trust of some, like, you're not even focused on the elements that are important to people, which shows that you didn't really learn what the problem was there. You're not even giving any credence to that talking point because it
so you're
doesn't
trying to say
interest
that
you.
it's just literally like, okay, trust people. Like, there's no situation where it's correct to break Melina's trust.
I'm not extrapolating it that far. I'm saying what you did here was clearly wrong. And the fact that you said you would go back and do it again shows to me you're not aware of that. Right? Like, you don't see that as a bad thing. And that's what I'm first trying to be on. We don't have to extrapolate it into generalities or anything,
Okay,
but
then
this
I'm going to
particular
just
thing-
disagree with you. I think
fucker.
that literally Boze was being lied to, and I don't think she deserved that. I don't think it's right for Destiny to lie to these girls. Every single person, like, he has such a history of these falling outs with people. I don't think people deserve that.
Okay. I mean, you're very focused on Destiny. I just wish you would have more focus on, like, who you might have hurt here. But if you're not interested in talking about that and you want to talk about defending yourself, I don't know.
I mean, I literally worked to try and resolve this with Melina multiple times. We've talked about this many times. There's logs of us talking about this.
But fixing it has to start with you. It has to start with you
Yes.
realizing you did something
Dude.
wrong.
We've talked about this in logs. You could literally see us going through the conversation.
Yeah, but
And
I'm
again,
talking to you
I'm
now
going
and
to
you
take the
haven't learned a
stance-
lesson. You're still saying that this
Because
is
you're trying
something
to-
you'd be down to do.
Are you the greatest philosopher of all time? Are you saying that this is an objective moral wrong? Yes, I'm okay with my actions of telling Boze that night. I think that she deserved to be enlightened with how Destiny was acting.
You're the one
And
using
there's a
terms like
reason-
enlightened and you're saving her from all this stuff and Destiny is a true evil.
man.
If anything, you're talking in philosopher terms, not me.
Hey man, I wrote in there that I think part of the problem that I had was a savior complex for sure. I admitted that shit. If you want to call me a
What
white knight,
sucks is
sure.
that it's at the cost of certain peoples. It's like you're saving the pilgrims from the savages and you're murdering tons and tons of Native Americans. That's what I feel like is going on here.
Yes,
and you're
I
not
love
willing
this.
to
For
like
mysterious
acknowledge that
reasons,
half
I
of it.
love this.
Like, you're trying to be a savior for Boze, but that's at the expense of a woman who put a lot of like faith and confidence and trust.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
you.
I would definitely take the stance that it's actively harmful for Melina to be with Destiny.
That's fine. That's your opinion. But then you betrayed her trust by like spilling details about her relationship to other people.
I mean, you're acting like these things don't affect Boze.
I'm not
I mean,
acting like
they
they
were
don't
also-
affect Boze. I'm acting like you're not caring about Melina, which you're not. You just keep going to other people. You're like looking away from the pain that's done here to Melina. That's what I'm trying to bring your attention to. And you squeeze away from it like really quick. Like, do you not think that you did harm to Melina by sharing that stuff? You said you talked to her in private. I'd assume she made that clear to you.
Yes, we've went over this many times. I'm literally saying there's could have been situations that I handled better with how I went about that. I think that even if I want to do that, I should give Melina a heads up and say like, hey, I do think that Boze deserves to know about these things. I'm not saying that I handled all those things perfectly, but are you not going to like act here like that Destiny didn't attack me, dude? Like that he attacked my character, my credibility? Like,
He
again,
did.
okay, so that's my problem.
I get that that's your problem. I'm well aware of what your problem is. I'm just trying to focus on other things you've chosen not to talk about because I think that those are places you could learn like life lessons.
You were saying that I didn't talk about this while also literally not watching or going over the document where I laid out all of my thoughts about this. You're
Bro,
saying that I
that's
did
your
not-
bad. We talked about this. You put out fucking
What?
39 pages. I'm sorry, but that's rough on people, bro. You can't expect everybody to read through that shit. That's on you. What did all these other women put out? They put out a super short, like little twit longer thing that somebody can
Dude,
reasonably
The
read.
39 pages was the TLDR, man.
Okay. Well, next time you get in trouble, because
But
it'll
you- but you're
probably
trying to say
happen
that-
again
okay,
because
but-
you
but
haven't
I don't-
learned any
I
lessons. The
actually-
next time
I
that
literally-
happens,
I don't
come to me
understand
for
it.
help. I'll make it shorter.
You're saying that I didn't speak on things that I not only spoke about, but wrote a shit ton about. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, you put a lot of hours.
And then
There's a lot of
Hey,
hours
wait,
of
wait.
shit to consume.
And then I did a stream where I went through everything that I wrote. So I've literally talked about the things that I thought I did wrong, which is also not the issue. The issue here is Destiny trying to cancel me.
For you, bruh. But when you're talking to other people, they want to get past that shit. They don't care that you say, I did an 8-hour stream on that. Go watch the stream. They want to hear from you in brief that you understood what you did wrong. Because like a lot of people have smell tests. And one of my smell tests
Wait. So you're trying to say like, okay, Bob, you know, we're talking about a morality thing where we disagree on, and you want me to admit to that. Meanwhile, Destiny has not admitted to fucking making these allegations against me that are unfounded. He has not apologized for this. So why are you focusing on this?
I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to him. He's not in here.
So then can you give me a rundown of like what you think is fucked in this situation? Give me an honest rundown of everything.
Is that what you need to continue talking with me? Because you're convinced that
I want you to acknowledge the problems of this situation and the gravity of this situation.
Then I'm going to let you go, Bob, because I have a bad feeling you're not going to want to talk about what we want to talk about here.
Sure, man. That's all right. I just, you know, I urge you that if you want to know the reality of what happened, you can just literally go through the document. All the information is there. If anybody wants my thoughts on anything, it's all out there. So you can't accuse me of not speaking on it. And I lay down all my thoughts about the relationship drama, which again is not the issue. The issue is what they did to me in terms of rounding up girls and lying to them, and then going on stream when none of them wanted him to go forward and referencing that call. Meanwhile, they were just literally told lies. That's the issue.
There you go. That's Bob7. Follow him at twitch.tv/Bob7. But be careful if you DM him.
I'm not a manipulative guy, man.
That book
I'm
fucker.
manipulative.
And if he is, it's like a kind version of it from the DMs that we saw. He's a sweetheart. So, you know.
Yeah, I would consider that I'm a pretty nice guy. Also, like some of your points just didn't even make sense. So you're like, do you really feel bad for Ophelia? Like, yes, you realize that Ophelia making that.
I had to hang up on him. I'm so sorry. We're all done. I'm so sorry, Bob. I was hovering it and then my finger was shaking and it fucking clicked. I'm sorry, dude, but I can't. Okay, anywho, I can't let you just keep repeating shit over and over. I don't want to give you the platform for that. I want to give you the platform to answer questions. I was pretty clear. You had to answer questions. You kind of failed that little bit of a test, but that's okay. So there you go. There you go, guys. I'm going to hold some journalistic integrity. When they're not answering questions, I'm not giving them the rest of the interview. I don't think that's very fair. I see that on TV all the time, and it bugs the shit out of me. I feel like you should go, all right, if you're not here to answer questions, if you're here to do a campaign thing, go do an ad. Because I'm here to ask questions and get answers. That's what I'm here for. And he is not the president of some country, so it's okay. All right. Does Melina want to talk at all? I know that may come off really awkward, but if Melina wants to come on and talk at all, you're more than welcome if you want to DM me. If you do !Discord, that'll give you the Discord, and anyone on the Discord could DM me. So if that's something you want to do, I think it's fair to give you that opportunity. So if you want to, just let me know. Because if I'm being honest, I think a lot of this has problems to do with you more than other people. You know, I really feel like the most clear case, like bad things were done to you and not to really other people. And I'm not hearing that you were a part of this manipulation campaign or that you were lying or that you were a master manipulator. Like, I don't get that vibe from you either. So like, you know, I think everybody's skipping over you because it's not beneficial to anybody's argument.
You should offer to ghostwrite Destiny's counter manifesto. I think you negotiate for $8,000.
No, because then I would have to pretend like it took 2 months of work. I'm sorry, Doug. If you see this clip, I'm sorry, Doug. We're friends, buddy. I know. I got to take the opportunities, brother. It's a funny meme. Anywho, okay. So I'll wait a bit and I'll see if she reaches out. If not, we'll probably
drawing your own conclusions is the chase.
Booksmarts, note to self: if I ever get canceled, I should write a messy 1,000-page and then nobody will look at it. The Gifter, Dodge. What are you talking about?
Breathtaking.
Expect to be negotiated. Uh-oh.
Mini me.
How's your day been? It's been pretty good, dude. Talking about how Bob7 makes long docs when he pulls 5-hour. Yeah, I know, and I confront that. I'm honest about that. I know people won't watch it, and if they don't want to watch it, then it's on them.
Yes, I love this for mysterious
yes, I know.
reasons.
I do that. I do that. But you have to realize that people aren't gonna watch it when you do that. I accept that, but this motherfucker's telling us to watch this big ass thing, dude. I don't fucking know about that. When you make it a YouTube video, that's different. Look at my YouTube videos. Look when I actually put something together with like salt. Okay, when I actually put something together, it's much shorter. It's much more concise. So fuck you guys. Kiyotsukero. We definitely need a fucking Kiyotsukero right now, dude, because we got a lot of fucking sharks swimming in these waters, bro. We gotta be real careful out here. At Melina. Oh my gosh, Melina's talking in chat,
Yes,
but I can't fucking see it because you guys are talking so fast.
Love this.
Fuck, let me bring up my chat. I'm missing Melina saying things. Fuck. Unless you guys are just adding her to fuck with me. Here, I'll scroll up and then I'll try to control F for Melina. No, I'm not.
You have to form these opinions yourself. You can't
Thanks for
cut
being
to
the only one
chase.
caring about
Drawing
me.
your
Aw,
own conclusions is the
There's
chase.
no problem, dude. I feel bad. I feel bad that I'm even like, I don't know. Type/user Melina. I found it. Don't worry. I got it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm surprised your fiance
yourself.
didn't take
you can't
that.
cut to the chase.
You know,
Drawing your own
I really
conclusions
feel like
is the chase.
I really feel like that's a good argument, and he doesn't have to focus on him. It could be outward, but it's a weird position to be in. And we talked about this, I think, either at the beginning of this stream or at the end of the last stream. But like, he's in a weird position where he doesn't want to talk about your guys' arguments or details about it. So
avoid rudeness.
For it to
And
be
feels
leaked,
like I have
he's in a
much
weird
better
spot
chance of making that
ethically
work
or
by
whatever.
shutting up than by speaking.
But yeah, it be what it be. Anywho, should Booksmarts be Melina's new confidant? No. I think Melina, honestly, Melina.
Yes, I love this.
I'm happy that you're happy.
I love this.
But I have to give you something negative. The one negative thing for Melina that I think you should pull out of this is to be very careful about who and what is being said behind closed doors, because people suck. But it sounds like you would beat the shit out of me if I told you that in real life, because you've been through that a million times. So, you know, it's like when I tell Steven how to deal with drama. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know shit. I've been through this, dude. I've been boots on the ground, motherfucker. You can't tell me how to fight this war. You don't know, bruh. You're a suit, you know? I get that, dude. I get that. It may be like that, but, you know, I think telling that dude a bunch of private stuff when he seemed like whatever, like, I don't know. I get vibes from people, and I was picking up vibes pretty quick, but, you know, I don't know. You're married to a dude that puts off some really weird vibes, so, you know, it's... I don't know. You guys in your little orbit just attract the weirdest fucking people. And that's rough. That's rough when you're trying to live the normie life and you're orbiting around a fucking black hole of crazy. So, like, Steven's like, I feel so bad for Melina because all these, all these crazy women are coming by all the time. It's like, bro, you fucking seek these things out, dude. You love crazy women. That's what you're going for. Like, you're bringing all this into your house, dude. I don't know. I don't think this is a natural phenomena. I think there's some fucking artificial influence here, but that's whatever. Read Melina? Okay, I'll read Melina. Let's see. Oh, I wish I had like a Russell log thing, like what you guys have on DGG, so that I could see. Fuck. It's so hard for me to get to the chat. Can anybody copy paste what Melina said? I'm so bad. Oh, you said /user Melina? I could do that. /user username. Okay. And then username is Melina. Then I should be able to find anything. It doesn't. It just brings up her user, dude. Just copy his website, click her name, and you can read her logs. Yikes. That's so creepy. I'm feeling creeped out right now. Shit. This is too difficult for all book smarts here. This is too much, dude. I'm clicking through. I can't find her user, dude. We're fucked. We're fucked. It's impossible. He was my best friend in my opinion. Who? it's okay if I read it on Over Wrestles, but I clicked their name. If you click her in the mod view, you can see her chat history. Jesus Christ, dude, this is so difficult. I don't know. Click the buttons under her name in /user. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, I'm having to learn on the fly right now. Melina. Jesus. This is why I told him thing Bob. I like how I go all the way through and I look for it, and then it's a message like that that doesn't make any sense. Here, right click her. Bruh, it doesn't let me do shit. You guys are...
That book fucker.
You guys are a slur. Oh, okay, wait, no, it does. Never mind. I take that back. I retract my previous statement. I said he was my best friend, in my opinion. Oh, okay. He was the only one I ever talked to. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Is a dumb fuck? I am a dumb fuck, dude. You should have flamed Bob7 for leaking about Shintani who didn't want to be named. I really wanted to focus on Melina. I told myself, and I had written down on the notes, that if we didn't get Melina, then we would have to like not continue.
You can't cut to the chase. Drawing your own conclusions.
Because I thought that was the most important thing. Like if I can't get him to give ground on the Melina thing, I don't want to keep talking to him, because if he's not willing to admit it with the Melina thing, we have some serious problems that are going to interfere with talking with him about the Zintanya person. Okay, I'll VIP her. I'll VIP her. /VIP Melina. There you go. And then I'll be able to see a diamond, as if that makes her stick out more. What's your Discord? If you just do this, ! Discord.
Oh, Jafar, you're too kind. I'm embarrassed. I'm blushing.
But yeah.
Bookfucker, this is the first time I've watched you, and I have to say you're based.
Thanks. He's an ooer, dude. Thanks, Chimpo. You know, Chimpo, isn't that the name of the little monkey from fucking Super Troopers? That little monkey character? Wasn't that Chimpo? Fucker. Bob Chimpo. Something like that. The monkey with his ass hanging out and he's doing the finger. He's on the packages of weed. Johnny Chimpo. Yeah, there we go. Johnny Chimpo, dude. Okay, I'll go into the Discord and stuff. I mean, she can just DM me from the Discord. If she goes in the Discord, I'm at the top as admin. Unless she's weirded out by DMs, which I don't blame her. I mean, I could just hang out in the Discord. I don't know how scarred Melina is from all this nonsense. Call Dan. Small man Dan can join the fucking Discord whenever he wants, dude. It's public. Anybody can go on there. Do what you feel is best. If you don't want to talk, don't let me force you into talking. If you just want to chill the fuck out, just chill the fuck out. Don't feel like you have to. I just wanted to say that, like, it bugged me that people weren't talking about that angle. That's all. So if you don't want to talk, dude, you're totally fine. Call Dan. Dan is crying right now. Well, then Dan is fucking 2 IQ because Dan can call whenever. Dan literally only told me to shout out his dumb fucking website. That's all that Dan has DM'd me, dude. He said he's sleeping, dude. No, I can't call Dan, dude. He's sleeping. He just wants me to shout him out. That's all.
Fucker.
He's not crying. Stop. Unless he's crying himself to sleep, in which case I don't need him on the stream, dude. I don't need that fucking shit. I don't know. Dan needs you. Call Dan. Poor Dan. Wake him up. I'm not waking. Redact.dev, dude. You gotta go to redact.dev. Call Steven. I'm not calling anybody. You guys shut the fuck up. How long have we been streaming for? My patience is like up to here already. I feel like we've been streaming for too long. Wake up, dumb fuck. Don't tell me wake up. Booksmart's suicide watch. Honestly, I'm picking fights with all these random people. Call Booksmarts. Dan needs a chiropractor. Why? Dan said he has a nuke about you. Dan doesn't have shit. Dan doesn't know anything. He can shut up, dude. I remember when this was a Doom Eternal stream. I remember too, bro. What happened to that? It's more that I think it's better to save everyone, maybe. Thank you. Oh, okay. No problem, Melina. And thanks for adding me and then giving me the message. You're a good dude. Okay, Melina, no worries. Fuck, who is this? Redact.dev. Stop! Dan's audience are the most toxic fucking people. Now I have a bunch of people DMing me the fucking... I know what the website is. I'm not shouting it out. Stop. Holy shit. The harassment doesn't actually come from DGG. It comes from the fuckers that watch Dan, dude. That's the actual reality of it. It's these fuckers that watch Dan, dude. That's it. They just gravitated to him. Say read. No, I've already given it for free a bunch of times. You better PayPal me fucking $200, dude.
What is this?
I expect my $200.
My boy Booksmarts is based and book-pilled. He's a real one. Don't bring on Micro Dan. He has no Japan. He abandoned his Rust clan. He's not a big...
Did he really? Give me ads. Okay, Booksmarts of $200. Yeah, but I would actually shout it out. I would do what I told him I would do, dude. I would do all of it, dude. I would put a panel for a few streams, too. Matter of fact. Please stay. Don't turn into these psychopathic streamers. Oh, please stay you. I'll try to, dude. It's so much more beneficial when you're like all these other people, though, because you want to be strategic. Like, if I want to cover this drama, there's ways I could do it to where I'm like, okay, so like, I'm never ever going to talk to Bob7 again, so I can be an asshole to him, but I need to be nice to Destiny, and I should be extra, you know, like, planning all this shit out is super sociopathic, and I'm not down to do that. You could do that, but I don't think it's worth doing. I think it fucks up the way that you talk to people. So I just try to, now I've learned that streaming is just treading water. You're just treading water. What are we talking about today? Okay, I'll do that. What are we, who can I bring on? Okay. Oh, Melina's in the chat. You want to come in? Okay. Oh, okay. Bob, you want to fucking, you know, I feel like you're treading water, and I think that's the way you ought to do it. Give me ads. All right, I'll give you guys ads. I'll give you guys ads. If you don't want ads and you respect me and you like me and you want me to stay based, then all you have to do is sub with your Twitch Prime. Oh, very interesting. Anywho, ad break. Boom. All right, I'm getting my fucking $2. Why? Why? Because people can redeem that for their channel points. That's, you know, they saved up their channel points, dude. Melina added you? Oh, okay.
Mini-me.
Friends, Melina. There we go. And now people are telling me Mutant merch. It's these fucking people, dude. Now you're all... Stop. Now I'm going to have to turn my fucking DMs off. I hate you guys.
To the chase. Drawing your own conclusions is the chase.
Was that Dan's wife?
Redact, dev redact, dev redact, dev redact,
shut
dev
up.
redact, dev redact, dev redact, dev redact, dev redact,
No,
dev.
stop. That's free merchandise. That's free advertising.
Yes, I love this for mysterious reasons.
I like how you block DGG store, but you're not blocking Redact. What the fuck? I have people on the inside. I have swords in my chat that are rebelling right now, that are banning the wrong terms. What is going on? Am I being overthrown? What the fuck? You cucked me. I'm a sub, but I'm still getting ads. You have to refresh the page, dumb fuck. I don't understand why you're not reading my messages, lol. I'm the only person trying to honestly and seriously engage in nuanced conversation in the chat. Like, come on, man, really? I'm sorry, Jank Airtoe. I don't see a fucking star by your name, bro. You can't be that serious. Can't be all that serious without a star next to your name, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm streaming Vampire, the massive fuck. You guys are getting free ads! Don't at me! Now I can't read my chat. I can't read my DMs. Nothing is sacred anymore. And now my neighbors are going to come knocking on the door and tell me to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm going to be in so much trouble, dude.
What the fuck? Sam, what is that?
Redact.dev is an amazing tool for any who might want to purge all their logs for whatever reason, be it cleaning up storage, deleting cringe posts you regret, or if you're Bob7.
Hold on, I'm responding to messages and stuff. Everybody is DMing me. Before you turn them off, I love you and you're very cool. Thanks, dude. How do you guys have codes for Mr. Mutin's store? Does he give these to you? Does Mr. Mutin tell you to do things like this?
You're too kind. I'm embarrassed.
Is Mr. Mutin putting you up to
This stream
this?
is sponsored by Redact.dev, mutonmerch.com and ltstore.com.
Are your neighbors hot? At least a couple of them, yeah. I think the one they send over to yell at me is probably not going to be. I don't think hot people yell at other people very much. This is your largest stream. Calm down and change your game up. Damn, bro. Fuck off. Call Booksmarts. He's crying. Shut up. You guys are fucking idiots. All right, what are we doing? I don't think we necessarily need to talk anymore. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're not going to talk to Melina today, but we may talk later. I don't know. We'll see. Can you do a one-on-one in the ring with Tyler 1? Tyler 1 triggers in me the kinds of jokes that I'm not allowed to make on stream. So I think that would get me canceled. I don't think I could properly restrain myself in such a conversation. So probably not. Would lay out T1? No, maybe. I mean, no, I don't know. How many messages has Bob sent you since you hung up? He's not crazy, dude. He didn't send 1 billion messages. So, yeah. That is sad, though, that nobody is... Yeah, whatever. Did you respond to Urchin DM about
at all costs
drama?
Rudeness,
I don't know who Urchin is.
It feels like I have a much better chance of making that work by shutting up than by speaking.
What about T1 triggers you? It's not that I get triggered, dude. It's just like, I don't know. These nuts on your chin. Fuck off.
I wasn't asking, I was telling.
At Booksmarts, do you have waifu? I do have waifu, dude. I do have waifu. My nuts on your chin. Yeah, very funny. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah. Anywho, I don't have more to talk about. I don't like just riffing on stream. I like it when we have a purpose, and I think right now we have no purpose. And I think if you have a mob without a good purpose, bad things happen, dude. You said hot people don't yell at others, but my stepmom yells at me when I come in her. Shut the fuck up, dude. Stop. I can't help but read the teleprompter, dude. Don't pull that shit with me, bro. I can't help but read it. FTL stream? All right. Let's see if I can drop this viewer count by playing some FTL, and I'll read you guys. I'll put you in a different window so I could read you. Dungeon of the Endless. Okay, I'll put it to a chat, to a poll. Do we want to do Dungeon of the Endless, or do we want to do... Oh, fuck. We're going to play a game, and then I'm going to go to bed. So we can either play FTL, or we can play Dungeon of the Endless. I'm not playing Rust, but there you go. Booksmarts, more like Bob7. That's all it's been today, yeah, bro. Do you ever feel the urge to piss and poop it? Stop. Enough. Don't make me read weird shit. You should play Dungeon of the End. Yeah, that would really kill the viewership, huh? I don't know,
book
bro.
Fucker.
Why not read us a book on stream? That's a good thing. Let's see. Drop my notes. Yeah, what book should I read on stream, dude? Actually, in light of all of this Dark Triad talk, maybe we should actually read a page or two out of this bad boy right here. Whoops. How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is a favorite book by autistic sociopaths around the world. They love this book. They've been loving it since the fucking 20s or whenever the fuck it came out. Read us the license plate. That's 5 Lima Charlie 344. That's what the license plate says. Have you played Dungeons of Gargalon? No. You gargle on D's nuts, dude. Honestly, that book is pretty mediocre. The inside is really basic stuff. Yeah, that's why I said autists really enjoyed this. It's a lot of basic stuff, but it's stuff that I think people don't hold in the front of their mind when they're talking to people. Like, you read it and you go, ha, forehead, of course. That's how you talk to people. But then you're like low-key an asshole in all of your conversations. So I don't know. Knowing what is the proper thing to do and actually like carrying it out are like two different things. Is Steven's favorite book? No, I don't think Steven follows the advice in super well. I mean, Steven has some good tactics. Like, Steven says that he just tries to remember like one thing about somebody so that he could bring it up. Like, he's like, I don't even have to remember your name. I just have to remember like the city you told me you were from. Like, this guy, I don't know what the fuck his name is, but I know he's from Austin. So I'll ask him like, how has it been in Austin or whatever? And then they think that you remembered a bunch of shit about them and you really didn't. Like something like that, I think is like good advice that Steven's given. Booksmarts was this scholarly, soft-spoken guy that only says profound things. No, I say pretty stupid shit a lot of the time, dude. The ratio is pretty shit. Great point, Booksmarts. Thanks, dude. I'm full of great points. I'm a real pointy dude. All right, how did that poll end up? We're nearly done with it. Wow. I'm surprised this many people went for Dungeon of the Endless. What conditioner do you use? It's called not showering for 2 days. The real secret is you don't shampoo your hair every day, dude. You leave some oil in there and then it looks good. Like, I'm memeing, but that's actually like good advice. If you're a boy, you don't need to wash your hair every day. At least for me. And if you don't wash it, then you get some oil and then it's good. Otherwise, you dry out your hair all the time and then you get more split ends and you get 101 problems if you wash your hair all the time.
What is this?
Why don't I hear it? Oh, dang. It didn't even read your fucking thing, dude. You got cucked by the fucking system. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Okay, looks like we won with Faster and Light, so we'll be playing that. I always go through conversations pretending to know people's names that I could not remember if you held a gun to my head. Damn. It's kind of crazy, dude. How often do you wash? Like, every maybe 2 days. I'm super confused. Is Boze canceled now? Well, I guess it depends on who you have parasocial relationships with. Sorry. I thought we would be interested in talking to Bob, but I think we may be more interested in talking to Melina at some point. Because she really got cucked in this, and I don't think anybody's really talking about that, but maybe we'll spend time on that. The poll was rigged. What do you mean the poll was rigged? Every streamer is bad, can't be fooled into social...
that book fucker.
How much longer are you streaming for? Maybe like an hour or two, dude. Wait, who ended up in the wrong? Everybody's in the wrong. Everybody's fucking up. Like even Melina, we had some advice for, and Melina got cucked hella hard here. So, you know, like, I think everybody had something to learn here. Polar's World. Oh, Polar's World's in here. And Steven. Destiny says wrong. Shut the fuck up, idiot. We've been spending so much time on your stupid fucking drama. You want to jump in here, dumb fuck? Is that what you want to do? Or are you too busy typing up your fucking manifesto, bruh? Maybe I can give you some food for thought, but yeah, I really hope you focus on Melina in your document, dude, because you're kind of dropping the ball on that one. I don't think it's nearly as like motivating to people to hear about wah Steven when like so obviously Melina was kind of screwed by this. So it's coming soon. Okay, well we'll see it when it comes out, dude. You're just hyping it up by saying stupid shit. I see, dude. I see, dude. Drag him in. He's afraid, dude. He's got to type out his thing. He needs to be in solitude, dude. Oh man. I'm not like you. I can't multitask very well though, bro. That's one thing you do have me roasted on. Drag me in. All right, I'll just call you, bro. Hey, what's up?
Okay, I can see
without giving away too much, I think that Boze can get a little bit emotional. She definitely has made mistakes on like that one stream. I don't think me and Melina did anything wrong in this. And I think that 98% of the error falls on Bob7. I'm super curious what you think your major criticisms are for Melina or I.
Well, it was a very tiny one for Melina, and that's I think she shared an awful lot of like really personal stuff in text with that dude, and I think that's probably...
He was her closest friend of like 7 months.
He was also like a sketchy streamer person. I feel like these streamer people are really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, like, if that's your criticism, then just like keep it at that. Like, don't be friends with streamers.
But that's not the general criticism. It's not don't be friends with streamers. It's be really careful.
Or don't make
with what
streamers your closest friends. I mean, like, who is she supposed to vent to if not like one of her closest friends? Should she like message her mom or her dad?
She could vent to other streamers, but I think there's other ways of doing that, or like other contexts to do that, and that could be less.
What's what's the suggestion?
I think like maybe trying to keep those conversations in a way that's not going to be as easily like indexable like that, or it can be shown as plainly like that, although that's a big ask for her.
Yeah, you're giving a suggestion to a sociopath. Like this is how I treat conversations, right? Like whenever I divulge some level of information, I'll maintain a level of plausible deniability so that I'm not typing out anything explicit enough that it could be used against me in the future. Like you could give that advice to me, but do you think that's reasonable to give to a normal human being? I don't think
she's not a normal human being. She's a huge streamer now, like you.
When I say normal human being, what I mean is like a person that has like emotional needs and like requires like a friend to like share issues with. I don't think it's a fair ask, and maybe we disagree here, but I don't think it's a fair ask of like a normal, emotionally well-adjusted human being to say like you need to treat every single conversation as though the person can leak everything and try to destroy your life publicly. I don't think that's a fair ask for most people. I think that's a really tall order.
I think it is a tall order, but I think it is like fitting advice for streamer people in particular. Like, would you agree with that? Like, I agree it's a tall ask. I just think in the position that you guys are in, being bigger streamers, it probably is like something worth like following. But that's not to say that that's like 80 or 90 or like any huge percent of the problem. Like this is all Bob sharing this information that shouldn't have been shared. It's like,
I guess
super minor.
like if Melina was like talking to like a random fuck streamer that she met like day one or something, I could understand that for sure. But like these guys were really, really close friends for like over half a year. Like these guys had talked for hours on Discord. Like these guys had shared a ton of incredibly personal stories back and forth. Not just Melina, but Bob7 as well. Like Bob7 has shared stuff with her that is like incredibly incriminating of his own personal life, and then other stuff related to like job stuff. I think it was fair of her. I think it was like a normal human thing for her to feel like she was like pretty safe in those messages. Like if you want to say that the criticism should be that she needed to find a friend outside of this world to establish a relationship with, I think that that you can say that, but that's a very tall order. Like for a normal, for like, she's like 21, has like, this is her first year on the internet. Like that's a piece of advice, but that's a really, really rough, harsh, like, well, you dumb bitch, you should have made better friends. Like, what were you thinking being friends with a streamer and trusting someone for 7 months? Like, that's really harsh.
And that's why that's not the focus of my criticisms.
Sure,
my focuses are definitely on him. Like, but the only reason that I mentioned that was somebody was like, it feels like everybody has something to learn here. And it's like, yeah, everybody does. Like, she probably shared, and now she's going to be more like worrisome about sharing in the future. So she probably learned that. I think that you've learned that people like will call you on bluffs all the time, although I don't know if that's like a new thing for you.
Call me on what bluffs?
Well, I think there was information that you knew that you wouldn't be comfortable sharing about somebody who said that they didn't want it to be shared.
Oh, because I didn't. Yeah, that's fine. But the thing is, if like push comes to shove, I will. So that's going to be like included in my new doc. So like the drunkenly harassing Ophelia for nudes while talking shit about her to like 4 other women, and then the leaking nudes of an anonymous person in Melina to Boze that he was actively shit talking about Melina and the other person too. Like that'll be like in this next doc. I really didn't think that he would try to like slither his way out of like this much, but I mean, I'll release it. It'll come out like later than it should have been. But the main reason why I didn't want to leak that is because when it comes to like nudes being leaked, there is a ton of searching it, like even in my own chat room. I think I even saw one of my subscribers say, like, you know, in one of the redacted conversations, we heard that the person's name was pretty short and they were friends with that. Who could that be? You know, this is like the reason why I didn't want to go into the, like, these were the claims. And you know what? If I have like any like blame to be taken, maybe I shouldn't have even mentioned that then. That I could see that for sure. But those things do exist, and those things are why he was fired from the Austin show. It had nothing to do with any like conspiracy, blah, blah. It has to do with things that he not only did, but things that he admitted to. Like, it's done. That is just done. And he's been able to talk around it a lot publicly because I haven't like laid the record out clearly, which is what I'm working on now. But I'm like, those nukes exist. Those nukes are why he was fired. And like, I will be explaining those in detail in like the new document. But yeah. Maybe vaguing in the beginning wasn't a good idea. I legitimately cannot believe. And I think that like once I release all of this and you watch everything that like do you remember when he talked to me on stream? Did you listen to that?
I was there, yeah.
That's what every single conversation he has sounds like. He is so good when he's able to talk one-on-one with somebody, especially somebody that thought that he was their friend. And he's so good when he gets to explain everything on his side of the story. But when you actually like lay the record out and you show all of the contradictory statements, his whole like house of cards crumbles so quickly. And I guess that's what I'll be doing. I didn't think that he would go this far because he's nothing to gain at this point. But yeah, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, sorry, go for it. What up?
He has nothing to gain, but he's thinking that he can turn everybody back on his team, hopefully. And I just don't think that this does that for him, the way he's executing it.
So far it has, I think. I think he's done a really good job so far.
So?
Yeah,
I mean,
the entirety of LSF is on his side. No, but
I
also
don't
the
think he
entirety of
looks good.
LSF is on his side, and like all of the current popular girl streamers are on his side, right?
Are they on his side or are they against you? I've seen a lot of
Minx
against
and
you.
Caseytron are absolutely on his side. Caseytron
aren't
simps
those
so fucking
people
hard from
kind
his
of... Aren't those people kind of like drama llamas anyways? Those people?
Caseytron is not really a drama llama, actually. Minx definitely is. She's incredibly thirsty for attention. But Caseytron, not really. But I think that Bob7 has done a really good job at undermining like any trust or any reputation that me and Boze have had. So nobody would believe anything that we've said about any of this.
Did you catch that if he could go back and do it over again, he would still leak that private information about Melina to Boze? Did you hear that?
He needs to maintain that, yeah, because part of his lie is that he was trying to save her, so he can't walk that back. Although it's interesting that he's trying to save her by leaking information to a girl that he's actively trying to fuck instead of contacting either the authorities or some other confidant that could actually help her, but, you know, whatever.
Because I feel like, I know you didn't focus on it very much, but I feel like that's the biggest, like, criticism that you could levy against him, is he really betrayed the trust of somebody that, as you said, formed like a really close relationship with him and confided a lot of stuff, you know, to him. But
well, no, because if his story is correct so far. Wait. Are you talking about him going public with everything? Or you're talking about him just talking to Boze?
Both, technically, but more so the former or the latter.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, that's my shit as well. Like, there are a lot of incredibly personal stories that he also knows about me too, that Melina told him that, yeah, it's a violation of her trust as much as mine, but yeah, that's pretty bad as well.
I feel like it's more impactful to like make it about Melina and not about you, though, because it definitely is about you just as much as it is about her. But like, she shared those to him in confidence, and like breaking that, I feel like was a huge deal to a lot of the people I've talked to, like in public and in private, about it so far. But nobody seems to be focused on like the Melina angle. Like, it's,
well, because he's got a reason for it, because his rationale right now is that I'm an evil, manipulative abuser. So of course he has a right to share it. It's kind of like, it's like a therapist breaking confidence when you think somebody's either suicidal or about to cause imminent harm, right? He's literally using those two excuses for it.
Have you met people that are okay with that argument, though? I haven't met a
all
single
of LSF
person.
is okay with that argument, yeah. The most criticism they'll give Bob is like, he was maybe a little bit of a white knight, but like, that's it.
Dang. Okay. I guess I'll have to check again, because I'm seeing a lot of people that are not okay with that.
Maybe I have a bad perception, but when I was going through the LSF threads, like the worst I saw Bob was like, oh, he has a savior complex, but most of it was how horrible I was and how horrible Boze was.
Yeah, like there's a focus on you being horrible because you do look horrible, and you didn't really handle I don't think you confronted the criticism outside of saying, this is how I am, and if you're in a relationship with me, yeah, you're going to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, I need to talk about that, but that's not really relevant. Like, he's playing clips of me being like saying that I'm cold or sociopathic like 50 million times, but that has nothing to do with any of this. Like, despite me saying that, I don't think I've really done anything bad throughout this entire drama. Can you name one thing?
Well, the private details he's leaking of the way that you interact with Melina are really yikers.
Sure,
That's
which are
what I'm
like
talking
personal
about.
relationships. But in terms of like all of this stuff, like I don't think I was talking shit to anybody behind anybody's back. I wasn't telling anybody like who they could talk to or controlling any friendships. I wasn't like backstabbing anybody or doing any crazy shit there. I wasn't leaking anything or betraying anybody's confidence or trust. Like I don't think I did anything. He was the one doing all of these things, but somehow like I'm painted the sociopath because he plays some clip of me 50 million fucking times. Like, how does that make sense?
Well, you painted yourself as a sociopath. I think that's the problem. And then he supported that with like Melina explaining what like being in a relationship with you is like.
Sure. So if you're gonna fixate on just like the fact that like me and Melina's like relationship has problems, that's fine. But you're speaking nothing to everything that had to go on here. Like, but well, I mean, like it's a good line of attack. I mean, it works on you. I mean, obviously, like it's a really good line of attack from Bob7 because the character assassination works because you're literally repeating it now, right? Well, you know, you look really bad in the relationship because like you're very cold. Yeah, I am, but that has nothing to do with this. That literally has no bearing on any of the claims that have been made whatsoever.
Well, I'm the optics guy, and I think that that's an optical strategy he's going for. Like, if by exposing these logs to show how I am in private also exposes like stories that Melina has shared with me about Destiny and they make him look bad, then that's like a 2-for-1 special on like creating a document around that. I think that was definitely part
sure.
of the
If you want to
intent.
say that like optically it's a good win to character assassinate, then sure, of course I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But but you can admit, will you admit it has nothing to do with any of this drama? I haven't acted like a sociopath.
Well, for his argument, for his argument, yeah.
Hold on. Ignoring the rhetoric and ignoring the optics,
yes.
Whether or not like I'm a cold person in a relationship, I have not acted in any improper way whatsoever in any of this drama, like outside of like my personal relationship with Melina, where maybe I could be a better boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe not, but I'm saying
Wait,
that
not
is.
maybe
Wait,
not.
hold on. Like, just let me finish the statement real quick.
You just say the statement. The statement is rhetorically, it looks really bad. Are you going to?
No,
add
it's
anything
not.
You're just going to repeat the same thing over and over again.
Don't talk over me, bro. This is my stream. You're my house.
Okay,
now.
find out how to say that in the exact same way in more words. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, what I'm saying is that's necessary for his argument in support of himself. He has to paint you as an evil person to justify why he had to jump in and disclose private information. That's what I'm saying. It's necessary for his argument, for his reasoning.
You repeated the exact same thing in as many words. Thank you. Okay, so I'm asking you, in terms of me acting improper, ignore he has to say this to blah, blah, blah. Ignore all of that. In terms of me acting improper, I don't think I've acted improper in any part of any of these stories. Do you agree or disagree with that?
You didn't act improper in any part of any of
so
these
like
stories.
did I
Not
break
what I've
somebody's
seen.
trust? Okay, yeah, that's okay. Gotcha. Because like it's very annoying that like this entire fucked up series of events where I'm getting fucked hard for months by this guy somehow because there's one clip of me watching Pokemon where I say like, yeah, you know, like I'm definitely like pretty sociopathic or like this shit, blah, blah, blah. And then there are a ton of logs exposing like problems in me and Melina's relationships. Basically, it sounds like Bob7 could walk around like raping a field of fucking enslaved women. And it's like, well, hold on, let me show you the Pokemon clip. You realize that like Destiny's a really bad person. And then like I'm somehow the bad guy, even though I've done nothing. Like,
I mean, I think his argument would be that you're doing shitty things in relationships and he means to save Boze. And if he can really get that past people, then it's a strong argument and it can refute a lot of what you're saying. Yeah.
If I'm doing such shitty things in relationships, well, okay, so the next it would go into the arguments of that, but those are the arguments I'll be making, I guess later on in the doc. But
I look
okay,
forward
anything else?
to it.
Sure.
Like, honestly, I know you're not going to do it, but I really think focusing more on like this breaking the trust that Melina thing is something that resonates with normal people.
Not. It is absolutely not. I'm not here to defend Melina. That's not the primary focus of this. The primary focus is to sustain my first attack on Bob7. That has to be what it is. I can talk about that as like part of a thing on the side, but like his big claim has been destroying my credibility, destroying Boze's credibility, and then mincing a whole bunch of different stories together to try to make it sound like he's absolved himself of all wrongdoing by like cutting up little clips of a conversation that we had and then confusing and muddling stories. Why the fuck would I come out and go like, oh, okay, well, actually, guys, now listen, all the things about the nukes and the nudes, maybe, but let's focus on how mean he was to Melina. Like, no one would care about that.
Focus, like, but part of your strategy.
It sounds to me like you, hold on, okay, where are the clippers in chat? It sounded to me like you just a minute ago said that that needs to be the primary focus of my story.
I think it's worth focusing on to some extent, yeah. As your primary thing, no, it's not really your style, but at least mentioning it, I think that could resonate with people. Just make sure it's a part
of course.
the plan.
Yeah, I'll mention it, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
But it sounded to me like you said that was supposed to be like the primary part of what I was talking about, but okay.
I think it's like a big focus for normal people, but no, not like what you're focused on now.
I think the big focus for normal people right now is that me and Boze conspired together in some grand conspiracy to make fake rape accusations. That's what everybody cares about right now. That's like the talk of the crowd. It's not that like it has nothing to do with anything else, I think.
Yeah, your vague posting's kind of rough, but I think like you said, you know, that was not the greatest.
Well, I guess we'll see when it comes out if, if the vague posting is.
Well, I have faith in you, dude. I have faith in your ability to make a cool thing. Is it going to be more than 20 pages or?
I'm trying not to do like a massive thing, but it'll probably be around that. I have like the first rough outline of the first part done. That's why I was asking how long you're going to stream for, because if you wanted to take a look at it, I gotta shoot it to you, and then you could ask me questions or whatever.
Hell yeah.
But if your criticism is going to be like, I think that 80% of this just needs to be how about Melina's trust was broken, then it's like, this is pretty worthless, because this isn't what 99% of people are talking about.
Okay, I won't do that to you, bro. I won't do that to you. Okay, I'd be down to look at it, yeah. I'll probably wrap up in a little bit.
Okay, I'll shoot it over to you and you can look at the rough draft.
Is there anything you want to get out there before then, or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Good talking to you, bro. I look forward to the manifesto. I'll read it later.
Okay, I love you. Be careful. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Nice guy. That's Destiny. Twitch.tv/Destiny. Or if you really want to support that motherfucker, hop on destiny.gg. You put that in your address bar and it'll bring you to some awesomeness. Then you just click on big screen at the top right and you can watch along with tons of other people. On that same website, you can go ahead and embed any content creator you want to watch while maintaining communication with a very rich group of enthusiastic people, okay? So check him out. He's a cool streamer. He's only, an associate or something on Twitch right now? We got to get that motherfucker back to partner, so let's... Let's get him up there, dude. Melina's kicking his ass in the numbers right now. We got to get that dude pumped up. He needs more drama. He is a tiny streamer? Maybe, dude. I think he's like a below average Andy. But people can say he's tiny. He's not even affiliate? Damn, that sucks. Anywho, I figure I got to find somewhere to put you guys. Where do you guys want to go? Jesus, 1,200 people. I have to be careful about where I send you today.
That book fucker.
I don't want to mess anybody's stream up by putting you guys somewhere where you shouldn't be. Oh, don't you guys like the surfs? You guys love the surfs, right? You want to go watch the surfs? Fractal? Okay. You guys want to go watch Fractal? I'm not playing FTL, dude. I'm tired. It's 11:30. I've been streaming for forever. Oh, wow. Fractal's watching the drama, so I guess we'll send it to Fractal. She really wants that raid. We'll send it over. Let's see. FRACTL. Okay, we'll go back to my channel. Go to my chat and put that in there. /K Mill, it's his birthday? Nah, I think we have to do Fractal. I think that makes the most sense. Have a fun time over there. I don't know too much about her. I met her in person a little bit, so she seems cool. She's a cool lady. She's kind of funny. She's very quick-witted. I'll send you over there. Have fun. Thank you guys for coming by. If you ever want Booksmart shit again, whatever, I'll start covering more drama. Apparently people enjoy it. I'll bring a base take. I'll try to stay honest and, you know, help me continue doing this by, you know, just turning up. It's cool to see the numbers. It's cool to have the chatters. See you guys later. Have fun over there. I'll talk to you later. Bloop. And there we go. Raid over to my YouTube people who are still watching. Have a good time. Exposed? Awkward? I forgot she's watching the stream. Okay, whatever. YouTube people, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I couldn't read your guys' chats today.